Alrighty, bit of a scuffed start here, Avignon, but kind of what you expect from a stream like this. Temporal Troubles, as we try and get servers and mod lists loaded and things, and there is all this complication going on. It is wonderful. Just in a Discord call with a lot of people right now. Here, I'll just turn the Fugies on for a brief second so you can get a sense of just how many there are. And that's what you're going to see. So yeah, it's a very full Discord call, a lot of people yapping and stuff. I got the audio set here, so let's just listen to what nonsense they have to say. All right, so what's broken this time around?
Fight Night 2, I'm going to have to reload because I cannot load mods.
Wait,
without reloading. Yep.
That means we've hit 8 people for Fight Night 2, so we're ready to start.
Alright, cool. Throw yourselves
Fight Night 2?
to
server on this
let's
thing.
go donuts. Fight Night 2, go to donuts.
It should be unfiltered. Fine.
Bell
needs
to load
3 will be up shortly.
Can't even see them on the list. Wow. All right, well, that's slightly cursed.
What are the mods that are needed?
Well, I guess then currently
Okay,
stream,
it
we're
looks
just
like we definitely have enough
hanging
for
out
Fight
trying to
Night
get the perspective on
3,
this. But...
and then that'll be set.
Right, player count, there we go.
We'll have like a spillover of 2 or 3 people, but you can fill in for anyone who leaves next round.
I
If
can
you're
see
willing
the
to stay.
peers. I should be able to, right? If I turn this off, what happens then? Okay, that filters everything, so it does work normally. Okay, there we go. Back to this regular. Yeah, stuff is happening. Well, I can filter out the dedicated because we're doing just peer-to-peer, so that works well. We only see these games. Great. That's brilliant. All right. At least some servers have to be working somehow. Right now, it's Warless with the lobby. That might be the case. Not sure. Find out. Yeah, should be...
Is it working? The fleet?
Let's see if this works.
1 sec.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in call.
No.
Cool. It's broken and we don't know why, right?
Wait, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, there's more than 10 ships here. So am I missing a mod that allows me to have...
Oh, no ship limits. Yeah.
Okay, I would have liked to know the entire bot list instead of just saying, hey,
that one didn't live. Okay.
Bell has dropped out. We need one more person for Fight Night 2 now.
I'll drop down.
God.
Oh, there it is.
So
I see it.
do I need large player count?
You need no ship limits for sure, and then
Might have to volunteer as
large
fourth
player
lobby host.
count.
I might be able
It's
to.
not
We're
gonna
gonna
say
find
that
out how
was
well
gonna
that works because they did not give me the hosting
Okay.
set. Because yeah, I was not expecting to host this one. I was expecting Sky Eye or maybe play. I forgot to make a 2K. I forgot it was a 2K. Oh no! Ah! 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 Panic!
the carriers are starting to lag me a little. Is it a bit many?
Just had to like take a regular existing fleet and then trim it down if I have to play.
Mod adds the nukes.
Nuclear.
What can I make this a 2K? Like, I guess a bulk freighter or something, and then like some stuff. Any gun shuttles? What do I include in that? Like a cellar or an axe bird with like a missile backpack? That'd be a good 2K. Yeah, I can make a 2K fast, right? Surely. I mean, I dropped on Hallow doing it the other day. That's gotta be fine, right? Alright, well, they're fluffing with that. Let's see if I can quickly whip together a 2K. What can I make into a 2K? OSP, frontline. I did one of these recently. Broadside plasma? No. Keep obelisks? Yes. That sounds right. Almost 100 mil. Can I trim those down? We'll go cheapo obelisk. Maybe this will work. Ask Hallow, is it doesn't 2Ks? I might ask Hallow. Quickly, desperately calling Hallow. What the heck is Hallow? I need to find Hallow. Hallow! There. Right. And then... Messaging. I need help! Send 2Ks! Fast! I just can't get this DM. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Excellent. Yep, incredibly scuffed. Perfect. Let's just shit. How do we cheapen this thing? I need to quickly do this thing. Or take off of this thing. T20, T20.
Sorry, I'm not going to be giving a
ton
of commentary for this fight because I'm not
does. Yeah,
feeling 100% today. I have a headache.
Perfect,
so
and we'll just give this
It
more
looks like Dead Salmon is
chaff.
running CPU.
Actually, I should have 2 chaff launchers.
Huh?
Copy, paste. There we
Dead
go.
Salmon. It
Small
looks
chaff.
like he's running. I think that's CBU launch rates. I don't know.
That's one thing I don't understand about this game. Why do I need to restart it every single
Save
time I change the mod list when we can
new
literally load mods mid
Wait.
lobby?
Night. 2K. Perfect. Excellent.
Just an older system that hasn't been
Perfect.
updated
Got
for
it.
that
Nailed it.
ability.
Where's the servers? I completely forgot about this.
And
I thought it was
just to be
the case.
clear, Tuna, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
So AGM, no player limits, no ship limits, and factions unlocked are all the mods I need, right?
We're good. Maybe.
I'm reasonably sure.
That's reassuring to hear.
Sorry, I built a lot of fleets for this, and I don't entirely remember what mods got used for what.
All right. Well,
Huh.
they're
Flak
doing
taking
this.
out containers.
Should be good, I
It
think.
is a lot of flack,
Hmm,
to be
maybe.
fair. But yeah, it is a little funny. Some of these are going to get through anyways.
Fun fact: you can actually make Flak not work by bringing the server latency down to 50%.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe I should make like
so
a
that's why
450
CPU
bulk or
max
something. I like
works.
OSP, so that.
Yeah, and every
Uh,
single time you
broadside for
bring it up as a bug, Liz will deny it, which is funny.
this thing. Take off this part of it.
What's funny is
Keep
this
that,
is the
'cause that's
only
useful.
fleet I have that I didn't build from scratch.
Covered in-
This is Zopto killing Zopto's own
Should I just
ships.
pirate this? I think I just pirate
currently.
this. I'm just gonna pirate this.
I don't know how to build an OBL fleet, so I just used his designs.
I love point defense.
The goop.
I don't know what to expect, so I'm just going to add 2 of these things, I guess. Basics.
What was
Good,
the
good.
fighting
Right,
biomatter types like?
You go
Fight
on
Night Farm?
here, like this.
Yeah.
and
It was
you
good
go on
fun.
here
People
like
had
this.
it came out fairly balanced. We were obviously having players.
You are going
controlling
to
the
just
biomatter
deploy in the
on that day,
aspect
and
arc
it
thing.
was even points.
You gonna talk about
So it
OBL?
wasn't
I have
quite
no
this
idea.
ridiculous, where the biomatter fleet has double the point balance as the ANS fleet.
Radar, designators.
But
Okay.
I don't really need another
Hopefully
any more
Fifth
designators.
time to charm.
Another Piker. Ammos.
Okay, I need
max
stuff
out
to
on
do, man. I
that.
gotta save
Fine.
what
I'm gonna
TPS I
block
can.
Rufus. I got Ithaca's on these. European jammers. Do I add a grazer? Can I add a grazer?
Servers up. Let's see if I can load the.
Not enough
fleet.
power for grazer. Okay, so you need to take off that Ithaca then. And
Yay! I can load it.
That should
Yay!
work.
Okay,
then.
fine.
Fancy hybrid.
Three. Go ahead, form up.
Yeah,
Figure out what
Does it
stuff
matter
you
what
want.
map I load or?
probably fine.
Load one of the 10
we don't need
player
Ithacas
maps,
anyways,
you can join
that's
and
overrated.
load whatever you want.
Right? Yeah. Okay. So we get these things.
Okay.
Escort
Dude, I
shuttle.
forget I have so many of these
control.
maps.
Probably fine.
What have
Extra
we
points,
rolled in
low
Fight
power.
Night 3?
This thing have jamming. It's got
Fight
jamming on
Night
that.
3
That
is
Dazzler.
ANS with a
Okay.
question mark.
Okay, I got Dazzler on this thing.
It is
This thing,
definitely the fleet of all time.
just more chaff. Hero ship.
All right, time to EO H3.
Why do I even have that there? What do I
So
put on
the-
these things? Okay, I guess in
The
case
silent
like emergency, I'll
lore
put
for
a
your
radar
Fight
on them,
Night
just keep
is
it off.
you appear to have encountered yourselves, but
Spyro,
wrong.
turn off uniform fleet factions.
This
Okay,
is
cool.
Thank you.
save as
I
new.
have. Oh, here. Why
Hey.
can I not change the?
Where's that fleet? Or that game?
I have
Did-
unlimited.
Okay.
Large player count, but people can't join Team One.
Why can't I see this?
Choose the max player.
Oh.
Because the map has to be one of the 100 player maps
It-
for them to fit.
None of the maps are showing as 100 player maps.
Downloaded the mod I dropped in general, the large player count map one.
Excellent.
Jesus.
Tuna's trying to get stuff set up, and
Mm.
Hallow's just sent me fleets. Perfect. The import file is open.
That's
Excellent.
if I
We're
had
good.
all the ones.
Goofy firing noises.
Can't rely on
the
the allies to just give me
carbuncles.
weapons.
Which
Uh,
general did you
fleets.
drop this mod in?
in the voice chat.
Call this temporal. Perfect spot for these. There we are. Done. And where's the other?
LPC.
Okay.
Yeah, I have large player count.
Then there should be 100 player versions of the maps towards the bottom.
Excellent. Complete files saved. Okay.
No.
No,
Is the server up or is it full? I'm not seeing it on the list.
3 is having issues again.
Yeah, it's
excellent.
is
I'm
I
not
need
sure
the
about-
actual like mod list that I need because every single time I have to go run out and grab the mod just to figure
That
out
should be the mod. That's the one I'm using, and it works for me. I'm looking again.
Did Fight Night 3 just go down?
Yeah, because the
Yes, Fight Night 3 just
doesn't have
went
the one
down.
that lets you have.
Also,
8 people.
Billip, I get what it means now.
Names for this
Yeah,
thing.
no,
because
that
there's
should be-
literally 2 different
Where's it?
versions of the mod.
Nameplates. Here it is.
Their large player count is the one I said to get, not large lobbies.
Alright. That's
large
less scuffing.
lobbies
I
doesn't
see
do
icons
anything
light
unless
up.
you're a dedicated server.
You have to guess who's who. This is me
Okay,
setting up with like
7
no
times.
time, so yeah, it's gonna be fun. I suppose I should explain this fight night a little bit as I have been rushed to get set up. We don't know what the hell we're gonna face off against, so it's been a weird mix of like modding stuff, getting it like together and working in that.
I didn't think my TPS.
It's going to
would
be
this bad.
interesting. Is the best way I can describe it.
Then again, I should have thought better when I brought 4 carriers for the enemy team.
Tuna, why would you do this?
It was funny. Come on, it's biomatter. Them having 600 fighters is funny. Unfortunately, 600 fighters is melting even my computer.
Tuna, my frames!
What you're saying is, before they even begin shooting, my PC's gonna start screaming.
Hey,
Maybe.
why do biomatter hives have escape pods? What's
Reproduction.
even escaping?
Eventually be able to see it here.
Babies.
Store this. Yeah.
Yeah, the
My
PC, they get
PC! Look, how many you place? Oh, you know, a
The
couple.
AI is horrible at using these fighters, by the way.
I thought normally you were able to see in the browser here, like the full games in progress, but I guess only some of them? I mean, we see this one. Oh. You had to fight 6 nuke shuttles? Uh-oh. Yep. What I
What
really
do you
hate
guys
is that
think
for a good
if
2K
a
build, I should have
mod
just asked Power for
for,
one of her bulkers and just taken off like her escorting pick and stuff. 'cause I
DCS
basically just
World?
built one of those. I'm like, this is a
What
good
do you
hero
guys
ship.
think of a
Perfect.
mod for DCS World that adds the and no exo?
Good morning. Hello, hello.
Nebulous?
How do you do? We're trying to get the
Like,
fight nights
Tanto
going.
stuff.
It would literally only be the
Pretty cool.
Tanto and the.
It is an experience.
Claymore.
Yeah, Claymore.
More clay.
Is it pronounced Tonto?
Yes.
I don't know how it's said.
Tanto.
Toonto.
There's like 3 different
Tin
variations on how you say the A.
Totally me,
the
you tanned your toes?
Okay, there we go. Server's up.
Weird thing for them to do, I guess.
Took a minute. Sorry, guys. Also, Tuna, make collections next time.
There we go. Perfect.
No.
Right.
Yeah, sure.
Open here,
Alright,
and
time to
then-
bring a 2,000 point ruddle.
Spectating. This should maybe work. No ship limits, burning lands. Okay, I have no idea what
Uniform
burning lands
team
looks like these
factions.
days. I played it like a long time ago.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like how
Also,
much that's lagging.
Annihilation or what?
Mm,
Capture.
Capture?
there we go.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe it's
Capture
just
the
map.
flag.
Control. And also, Fight Night 3, go ahead, situate yourselves in Comet. Team Comet.
All right. I'm gonna be spectator for that one, so I'll hop down with them for comms. See if I can actually get people's profile things set up here.
Okay,
Someone
do you
have me
guys
roll.
have a preference on the map? Because I have every map on the Steam workshop.
/ vote map pillars large.
I don't care,
Hmm.
but
Uh-oh.
Benares Station looks cool.
Something that looks cool.
Yeah, we'll do
I
this
just
one.
work, Amy.
Alright. We're gonna take a look at this. I'm
The
gonna
fuck
keep
is
player
this
comms
map?
open
The
because it's
rocks?
really funny this
Yeah,
way.
we have the rocks.
I've got push
Oh,
talk on,
yeah,
so they can't
rocks,
always see
sorry.
me.
Boundary
but-
station, no rocks.
Extra rocks.
Would you like rocks with that?
Yep, there's the
Thank
rocks. Also, I'm setting the victory points high so the AI doesn't just run us right off the cap points.
We should do that. That would be fun.
Hello, Kamen Rider. Nice to see you. Yeah.
Considering the fact I'm already looking at
Start this,
least
but we're getting it
2
working.
carriers, this should be interesting.
All right.
Hmm.
Time to bring out the
The
dual.
2K fleet limit should hopefully help with that. But it
Well, it probably
won't.
helps if I actually select my fleet.
Everyone bring voxels. We can outright deny. Oh wait, no, they're ANS.
All right. Once we actually get into this thing proper, then I'll be able to grind this stuff out.
Everyone brings
Well,
torp bombers.
Just be all ANS stuff. So that
The server's not
simple-ish.
showing up.
As so Curses says, OSPN.
Fight Night 3?
I can't
I
see
think
it.
because Fight Night 3 is full.
Yeah.
Or 10 players.
All 10 players
Well,
are
it's
there.
because Nico here is spectating for some reason.
Well, I'm sorry that I wanted to eye in the sky this one for the Twitch VODs.
Okay.
I can watch you all get horribly clobbered by missiles.
ANS.
It'll be great.
What?
Is there a way to get more than 10 players in here?
That would be a question for Tuna, and you know,
Yeah.
I've
No
been
player limit.
asking Tuna for the last half an
No
hour.
player limits. That's how you do it.
I have no player limits.
The max
Yeah.
player
No
limit
player
Well,
limits helps the
like you.
lobby, like a team size. I don't believe it improves the actual lobby player count. I think you need, like,
There's max
No.
players.
No lobby limits. I don't know.
yeah,
Dude,
I know
I
it works on
swear.
dedicated servers. I just think that because we're doing peer-to-peer, it's capped at the 10.
Yeah, that makes sense.
A little bit of a interesting thing is this is already breaking several rules, but you know what? We're gonna
I
go.
thought you would have to change-
Actually, a good point was brought up. So this is. I'm pretty sure this is a 10-player map.
It says
No, this is a 100-player map.
Yeah,
If
it
you
is
look at
normally a
the
10-player,
left
but it's a 100-player
10-player,
count
but it's
technically. So if you wanted to feel like you could add bots, I guess.
So
you still-
maybe we should swap to like a slightly smaller map.
Don't you have to change the max player limit of the server itself?
It should. Did
You want
Yeah.
to go higher than 10.
Oh.
Well, then,
Figuring this out. This is the
Like, dude,
wonderful
this is
stuff
why
that
I
we
was
encounter.
like hounding Tuna for the last half an hour about the mod list requirement, and he just
I have a
kept
good
like,
idea.
yeah.
Small testing range, large.
I mean, it might work if you just
I
want
would
to
be able
fight.
live with that.
I'm gonna hide behind all y'all.
I'm CIA too. Okay, I'm here to spy.
I cannot hear a
let's just
single
go
word
ahead
you're
and do
saying.
this one. Everyone ready up?
All right, if this is the one
In
we're
the
running,
interest
I
of
guess.
time, we've got this loaded. Let's just run it, and then we'll do another one after. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
also, I
anyways,
will go grill Tuna again if there's a way to get more players.
Delicious grilled tuna. We'll see it. Oop, we
We
lost
have
Bell.
a
No.
spare slot. We have one spare slot.
No, we don't. We never have a spare slot.
so Tuna said there's actually only supposed to be 8 players per.
One,
It doesn't
2,
matter.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I see 8 people here. Never mind.
There's an-
Hey,
In a matter of speaking, there are at least 8 people here.
Yeah, this works.
You know
Jesus,
what? Let's just run it.
We're gonna need help anyways because this is a 10-player map.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
Speaking of, we don't have any cappers. So, considering this is a 10-player map.
Don't worry about
You'll
it.
be fine. Besides,
Yeah,
you
the
got
cap
2,500
points-
point limit. You can figure that out.
Oh shit! Yeah, never mind. Everyone, ball up onto A point.
Wait, it's 2,500 point limit? I thought it was 2,000.
Crabber.
Death ball on 8 point. Copy that.
It's too.
All right, I'm gonna briefly mute them as they go yapping about their nonsense and stuff there. So this will be a lot of fun. Let me just adjust the size of the nameplate so it doesn't like seem as oversized. Does that work? There we go. That's a bit more reasonable. Now you kind of see names. All right, I'm gonna briefly mute and deafen myself as we do a bit of an introduction-y thing as we get all this stuff going. As I am going to be the eye in the sky for the moment. I think I should adjust Fugi sizes as well. Just make them a little bit smaller. There we go. Might be about all right. Anyways, so here's what we got. We can see the orange side here is the CPU as it does its whole deployment there of various vessels. We don't know what they're bringing, but we know it's for the ANS side. Meanwhile, on the blue team, we just have everyone piloting their various 2Ks, and this is one of the Operation Burning Lance maps. I've actually played this one before, and it's a lot of fun. I really like the kind of space station setup, like the whole asteroid belt around it. It reminds me a lot of some games that I love, like Free Space, Everspace. I like it was just space in the name. Star Conflict back in the day, kind of that architecture style. I just love like infrastructure like this, where you get like big space stations, like all these asteroids that they're processing, or otherwise just like living in the middle of it. It's so cool. Anyways, we're gonna see what horrible nonsense they decide to go into, because well, they've gone into this completely blind. Spyro technically knows what fleet this is going to be because they have to host a lobby in that. But as for everyone else, this is going to be a case of them finding out. So we're going to have their comms on here and hopefully nothing too spicy. Find out
what this game was meant for.
Are we still
Yeah,
death bowling on it?
You can notice it in the fleet editor. It's hard to zoom into anything if you have it high.
I don't know why 30 is the default.
But 90 is standard.
Bowling on A?
Okay, 90 is standard for most first-person games.
No, for every game, especially strategy ones.
Okay, basically 30 is 90. 90 in this game is like 180 or something along that line.
It's so nice.
Alright, that should be better. I don't know how else to fix that.
Also,
all right, let's see what nonsense you all have to face off against. I'm going to be eyeing this guy for a bit, so keep it cool, all right? I want to have some of your comms in here.
Can you tell us what the fleets are?
No, don't.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought
I'm going to laugh when they hit you, but that's all I'm going to do.
I'm going to hide behind a rock so the rest of you guys have fun.
All right, Twitch side. I'm not talking to them right this second.
My
Let's
computer
see
doesn't
what they
like what it was
brought.
there.
Okay. Like Axford with 450 size 3 backpack.
Or maybe it's just the map.
Basic stuff here. Yeah, just
Could
Intel
be
Center
both.
in that. Singular Capital. Got some.
Either way, I'm getting
that's a real good ticket
seconds
there.
per frame
Button walls on it,
levels of
full-size
stuff,
valve
so
lock.
it's...
Missile
Wait,
device here with a pin on the
What
nose.
are
That
you
is
guys running this
first.
game on? I'm at a solid 60 FPS and my
Bunch of
GPU
size
is
2s on
sitting
that
at
one.
62
Super
My
size 2s.
laptop.
They're already launching
Some
this.
people
Mark.
don't have beefy computers.
Wow.
I guess.
I don't have
Yeah, I
active
played
cooling.
this
They know
game
how
on
to
a
nat
Steam Deck
yub?
before.
Huh?
I'm running pure passive cooling with...
Well, okay,
Mac,
they don't
so
know
it's
how to
not
nat yub, but they're trying to nat yub.
greatest.
Wait,
Oh.
this game
I
works
didn't know
on
the AI
Mac.
did this. Holy shit.
No, it
They're even
doesn't.
wiggle
You have to
pathing.
finagle it into working with much difficulty.
They missile better than I do.
I feel bad.
I'm just happy to be able to play.
Well, I'm scared now. Okay.
Yeah, fair.
Got themselves Pinard frigate here. A bunch of size 2s on this thing, right? Yep. Size 2 frigates.
Yo, someone brought some
Bunch of these
kind
with
of
Pinard scouts. You
converted
got 3 of
binding
them. Then you got a
barge to this
blanket.
serious military
With a
operation.
boat over here. Probably going
What's
along
up
with
with that?
Axford.
Wait, where's the
Got themselves
converted
a
mining
torpedo
barge?
Corvette just with
singular
a
OSP
hang on, is it
player.
torpedoes? It's
Yeah.
torpedoes. Okay,
Yeah.
bullseye, so I guess they're going with
This
Torpedoes,
totally is
like
the
man.
CIA operative. No,
Yeah,
you're
the
good.
torpedo Corvette.
Wait, what?
Just
Yeah,
Axford
no, you're
is-
right. That is just the CIA. It's
There
an
we go.
unmarked vessel.
Carrier monitor.
Oh, it's a Black Ops.
I think
Why
they're going
does
through
it
their
say
fleets
Donkey
there with the
Kong
nonsense.
Wait,
Pretty
why
standard
did
looking
someone bring
Axford, and
a
then
carrier
lastly,
monitor?
Alright,
Don't
good
worry
test.
It's all pikes.
Don't
okay?
worry about it. That's not a carrier. That's for a
That's
whole
not our
war.
jurisdiction.
Now let's
Apparently,
figure out what the
Dick
hell
is
they're on
part
about.
of autogen.
We got Hello down here with a nice Vauxhall pair. Alright, let's go top of the list first. Heroic Axford, Greedford setup. A lot of gun plotting centers on
Right,
this
so who's
thing.
going to be capping A point?
Torpedo, or is that?
Not it.
We
it's
need to
hybrid.
draw
Alright.
straws for whoever's capping A point.
Themselves.
I call
Steam
for straw.
Destroyer,
This is
missile pack. Yep.
Not it.
2.
Civilian.
2K levy.
nope.
2K levy.
The civilians are
Uh,
sacrificable or
We have
whatever
carrier at home.
else. A blade of civilians, you know?
Bloodhound early warn. Bloodhound early warn. Bloodhound.
A blade
There's
of
all scouting.
civilians.
It's 4 Bloodhound dogs.
Like the nice people we are. I mean,
Alright.
if it were evil, then it's not like we would ever be in the future,
Soft kill,
right?
hard
So,
kill.
you know.
CL
The
with
future can't be evil.
250s,
That's
Sonic Cell
impossible.
backpack, and then a
And neither
Things
can
only
we.
get better.
guns. Hello had the dual box like we mentioned. Spyro comes in with
I recommend we kind of just
250 backpack. Full
wait for the
Alright.
AI to be
and
stupid
a
and wonder.
ship.
over
SCTC
here.
is coming
That's
in
a smart
with
idea. Unfortunately, I don't
Could
like
be
following
some
those types of
strategy,
ideas.
Yeah, these are super naked separate
Ideas? You guys get ideas?
So first off, I'm an
scouting.
individual, so I will not be doing that.
Then find a buddy. Find your battle buddy.
Everyone flank speed into their spawn.
Hey,
Anyways, chat briefly deafening here, but yeah, this is going to be one of those games now that we've kind of gone through. I know it was a little hectic with me trying to read off the fleets, them yapping in the background and all that, but hey, you can totally get overwhelmed by the cacophony of noise there. It is just going to be, well, what you see, what you get as they go through and encounter the enemy. This is honestly going to be pretty normal as far as things go. Like, they've brought a interesting complement of ships. I think tonnage-wise, they do outpoint the enemy, but they also don't quite know what they're dealing with against the AI. And the AI is respectably decent. It's Tasty calling GG as they have touched the point first. Let's hop back into their comms now that we've done that announcer.
Wait, there's no one who's going to respond. The AI doesn't know how to GG. Doesn't have any manners.
All right.
Ooh,
there's a wish
sundial.
list. Make the AI GG since the touch point.
We'll do it in 0 1
myself
second.
today. I actually have a thermos.
I am
Give me sipping.
Granted, I did the exact same thing, but no one here was like, "What is point difference?"
So far, OSP or
We should make the point limit
Auto-
500 just for the
Orange
funnies.
team has secured their natural and is going towards
Still
A
need-
point. In turn, blue team going towards B side here.
That's
So
like a
go for it.
gun frigate or a shitty destroyer.
Sorry, no. I meant the
Zamanda makes
in-game
the AI
points
reply. Ooh,
to
that's,
win.
that's cool.
You do realize that a lot of like anything bigger than a range would have a hard time getting to a fight before the game ended.
Legitimately sounds like a skill issue.
See, he gets.
Player banter. Neb community. It is a
Corvette.
nice place, despite what some might claim.
Not for long.
Most of those people are memeing. Most of them. Anyways, little sundial here, just going out looking for clues. It's kind of nice just being able to take
You know,
a
the
moment,
AI is not
look
going
at
to kill
these
me for
models and
stream
appreciate
side,
them.
right? That's well, no, Neko would though.
I really
I'd
like
say,
that.
I
Escort
don't think
flight
it's that
along with
good
it
to
too.
win,
Ooh. 20 mil, size 1 frags.
Yeah, let's just try
I
to.
believe these are internal missile bay. Yep, like it. Pods on the wings.
I love the bind of Dick.
Moving on to
Well,
E.
here they go again.
Also,
I am locked up.
They're going for the D point.
D locked up.
Ooh, they're trying to actually
I don't
rear
know if
yub
the Corvette's
aspect that.
using a really
The
good
angle's not
radar
great,
Burn through,
but
burn through, burn through.
nearby.
interesting to say the least.
Burn through, burn through.
A whole bunch of these act wakes just.
I do
these
think
are
it
easy
is
to
Corvette
defeat,
with
just need to chaff and like.
likely Parallax.
Oh. I have
Oh,
incoming
missile.
That
missiles.
looks like
Those deployed
Soft
their
kill,
AMMs, and I don't think that they have enough.
Demir-
those are
I'm gonna guess those are arrows.
so.
Oh,
Soft
make sure
killing
you be
now.
short. Be short, be short, be short.
Wait, Auroras?
Battle start is on.
Hey, they're active radar wake validation.
Oh, fuck.
They missed. And yes, I do
No.
have auroras.
See if they come around or not.
Oh, they're coming back around.
Holy shit! The AI might actually get
One
this.
more check.
They actually get rear aspect lock.
Jack stab.
The AI is good. Oh no, out of fuel.
Did they just?
Oh,
Oh, they ran out of fuel.
that was actually a really good play from the
All
bots
right,
part.
I
Holy
don't have any
shit!
soft kill or PD.
Do I just-
wait,
Do I just have to yub like this?
Beamstones.
I mean, the yub like I
just
do,
hide
they
in a
absolutely zero
corner
hits,
somewhere and wait till the AI
Here they come again.
expends all their missiles.
All right.
Let's
These
see.
ones
I
are
would
just
say I think
set
the AI
in
is
direct
smarter than them, but I
fire.
know they're not. So.
See what they pick. Oop. Lock on
Yeah,
the chaff cloud there.
despite what Liz has done, they're still really dumb. They're
Listen,
just
listen.
not
They're
like.
an order of magnitude more intelligent. However, they are only an order of magnitude more intelligent than an ant.
Jesus.
Basically, yeah.
I will
Hello,
interject as
AJJ,
Sky Eye
and
here for these comments. I have seen y'all play. The AI is about on average.
Listen. As much as we insult ants, they actually have a really, really big brain to body ratio, so it's not too surprising that we're not playing much better than it.
Exactly. See,
I
Had to
now
give them a
moving on
little
to-
bit of
Already
credit
losing on
there.
caps.
Then again, I've also seen somebody whiff like 50
all right,
hybrids in a
careful.
row.
Let's see.
Yeah, I will.
I'm gonna try to hold deep
I love the Neb community.
with my beamstone.
Yeah, so far deployment going pretty civilly here. This is just the first kind
We'll
of fleet
finish
to
off
start
target
with. We're gonna get some weird shit later on.
9164 once beam rotates target.
Oh,
See
I did not-
Tasty able to get some beamstones action going here.
Uh,
Where is
nope.
their beamstone?
That
They're
thing
locking
is
one
going to
piece.
be likely
Yeah, just trying
killed
to
by
do
my
some
friends.
zone
Finishing off
control.
what again?
Honestly, for
I am
500
finishing
point
off
beamstones,
Sprinter
these can do work.
9184.
Large lock.
Okay, I'll focus
expect
on
that in
other
here.
targets.
All right. Walmart damage.
It looks like
control,
it's
you
entered
think,
killed,
for
so
this?
beam should be able to get on target.
Normally, you don't
I have
need
a
that. I
target,
would figure they go with like some
approximately
things like
5 clicks
chaff
from,
launcher or something.
uh,
All right. And how you will, I guess.
The E. I'm firing on it.
And it looks like they're getting jammed out down here, so we watch the encroaching AI horde. See them firing off a couple of shots here. What do we got on this thing? Ooh,
Uh-oh,
looks like that
it's
is going to
launching.
be
Oh, we found the frigate.
Yep, that's frigate.
Kill.
Kill John
Hey,
Land.
Esther, let's
I think some ARAT axe go towards hello. These should
I
get
cast
picked up,
missile
but
blast.
they're gonna
Remember,
get
guys,
trimmed
it's
up
not
here.
murder if they're not human.
See, these
Hashtag kill all AI.
Ooh.
Charming now.
Okay, one impact actually, so that's gonna take damage to the mag and the Aurora
Okay,
as well. That's battle short ability.
That dragon engaging.
All right,
450's
so
gonna
what
say
we've seen thus
something, and
far
here comes the
probably
hybrids.
constitutes to around about maybe 2,000 points, maybe?
Shoot, 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 shoot.
Okay, out.
Securing zone eclipse.
Luckily, track quality was
I have
bad on one of
beam
those, but
coming
that's gonna
into
hurt.
range of the frigate.
Taking hits. Sorry.
Hello, having a very bad time.
Yep,
Luckily, it
if you
beam
need to
bad
just duck
track quality
under,
there to the
try to duck
terrain.
under or something.
One of their
Those
cruisers
things are gonna hold
trigger.
that up.
You can look at
doing
this
that.
thing. Ew. Can be chain restored,
what
but
that
it is
is.
currently
There it is.
double magged. Yeah, I mean, okay. I guess like with a weird situation, can I go for it?
Oh, fragmentation bombs.
Frag bombs
All
out
right, so
trying to hit
frigate
the
is
CPU, which
likely going to be dead. Very
I
dead.
don't really need that actually. Never mind, because the beam happens.
It's one of the different weapon.
Ah, okay.
Can we bring the sundial?
That's why I was like, you don't need a plank control
You know
for a
what, I'm a
spyglass
cafe.
frigate. Anyways, they're cleaning up the AI decently well here so far. Like if you were to balance this, it would have to be like it was like about a 1,200 or no 12,000 point AI fleet. So that'd be about 6 players of 2K worth if you're creating even tonnage. At the same time, the AI can be very aggressive in focus fire, and players.
I
do
guess
have
my
a little
fighter
bit of
versus
coordination
fighters are
issues sometimes.
potentially completely useless.
Oh, we got another frigate.
Like they're trying to continue their
Another
engagement
one?
here. Not firing yet, which is
those look like
Nemo will be
gun freaks.
in a second.
Oh,
There's the 450.
Oh, heavy
just-
cruiser.
I think Hello might just be out of the game here, overextending a little bit, and
All right,
unfortunately getting
HC,
found out.
Beamstone is getting into position.
Yeah, they're
it
suffering
likely
their
won't be able
radar
to do
quality
much,
there.
but
Yeah, jump
it's
around.
not in range yet. But it'll be ready to
Or-
jump out.
I have a heavy cruiser near.
Any second, yeah,
okay,
you should
I'm
fire,
pulling
right?
out.
There it is.
I'm getting shot up.
Yep,
Yep,
healthy.
just run.
One just gonna get shredded here.
Yeah, at least
No,
he was
Thruster
capped.
17, my beloved.
Track 3182, A-firm.
I'm surprised they didn't just battle
moving
short,
forward
but I
to beam.
suppose with the already won fight, they just want to preserve.
Getting good lock on it.
I know the AI does
Alright,
battle
thank you very
short
much.
sometimes, but in this case, I think they're not feeling greedy. Alright, got some size
Okay,
2s coming in
engaging.
here.
Let's
See how
forget.
lazily these drift
Track.
into the flak.
Axford has heavy point defense.
Track
Here comes the size 2s.
3162 is another missile frigate.
Going
Beaming.
towards more of these. No, that's gotta go right after Tasty there, and Tasty does not have chaff, so we'll see
I
how
have
fast they
one
rebase.
dead
I got you
ship.
very accurate
More
fire.
size 2s coming out here towards the 8 point. Probably looking for this destroyer here, and might find it if they're not careful. They are drifting just below now, so
Ooh, I defended something.
take a look down this
I'll
front
kill
line
the
fight.
Keystone within the group first.
Retaliation comes from the
I'll
heavy
reply later.
cruisers and the
Oh
escorts.
shit, you're right. Keystone.
It is
Beamstone.
Beamstone. Yep, I will beam it first.
Yeah, I'm
Beamstone,
engaging
they're
with my
finally calling it out and
secondaries.
recognizing. There they go
Alright.
on it.
Beam
Well,
it
I
up.
could have maybe spotted that one earlier.
All right,
but
I cooked its power
again,
plant. Its
communication
beam is offline.
limited when you're under stress.
Okay, switching to Axford.
All right, I'll continue to be shorting it till death.
Let's see where these end up going. That
Uh,
should be right on the
Don't
Tasty
battle
there,
short,
so.
just let you recharge. It's not a big enough threat to waste your beam on.
As a Beamstone player, I
And they all go
yeah,
wide
that's actually
again.
probably true. Never mind.
Yeah. Unfortunately, not quite
All right,
the
I'm
right
gonna
angle.
move on to next target. I'm gonna move on to Reigns, and after that, I'm going to begin ducking down onto Axford.
This
Luckily, they
Axford has
crippled that
0
beam
gun
stones, I
plotting
think, would've
centers and is
track
not
Possibly
locked.
finished
5
skeletizing
clicks
Hello,
for
who's
me.
actually recovered
6, 8,
somewhat
5,
decently
2.
here, trying to get their stuff back together. I
6,
expected
8,
this thing
5,
not to
2.
live.
Affirm.
Wow.
Beamstone will rotate and head over to there.
See, they still have their 2 Yub bricks looking far in the back here.
Oh,
He
yeah, I
should
think the
probably
Beamstone's
be
trying to
pushed
shoot at
up
me.
some more if the bot was smart enough to try and recognize, like, he wants to put these,
Nope,
like,
it's
in
not.
minimum
It's
travel
not
time.
me.
However, in this case, they're just a backline Yub asset.
Yeah, not under command. I'll continue beaming it till death. All right.
Missile launch an acorn again.
So let's missile.
Okay, if you want to beam something till death, beam that Axford.
I believe that was a full intercept on that. Didn't look like they
All
took
right.
any
It
damage.
looks like I don't have anything up top, so I'm just gonna keep one Beamstone up there. I'm gonna start moving another one down.
Frontline fight is commencing. This
And
thing
I'll deal with
is
the next missile frigate, which is
respectably tanky. Not the greatest. Control
track
and analysis. Interesting combo.
6852. Beam out on it.
Man, does this thing have
Okay,
any?
that's confirmed
cannon?
killed. Oh, rip
Oh,
those
good.
typhoons. Rip
Okay,
those
that's got to be a build error.
S3H's that were
They
deployed
must have wanted
way
like
too
something
close.
else on this thing. Yeah, there's no.
Unfortunate.
Alright.
Alright.
The
Next
Greed birds
missile range
engage
is
and are
dead.
pummeling this small vessel with their secondary batteries. Main guns likely locked onto the capital in
Why
question.
is
Moving
it
over
back
to
up?
focus down.
It's alive again. Open
They've actually cleaned up
fire.
the AI pretty well here. There is the pair of
Alright,
heavy
moving to focus on
cruisers,
Axford with
one
beam
of which
stones.
is I believe that this thing has been octree errored, where the AI does not know how to path around.
What does this Axford have? Like an accuracy, like negative accuracy or something?
Standard
Probably.
Axford.
It's gotten hit a whole bunch. It probably has some debuffs on its guns.
No gun plotting center on this thing,
And
so
yeah,
its
their
accuracy
guns
does
are
suffer.
jiggling
We just had a
around lot.
20k biomatter hive slogfest
Also,
somehow
it
won.
doesn't
Well
even
done,
see
Rise.
me.
There's multiple
It
other
doesn't
fights
even
going
see
on.
me
It's
no
visual
more.
track then.
We're watching the
That's,
slow death of the ANS future
like
faction
because-
here as they've gotten aggressed on and pummeled. in
Alright,
this
Beam is
asteroid
heading
field.
out onto Axford in probably around about 5 to 6 seconds.
Just collapsing out of this thing as a
Apparently there are
charge.
torpedoes inbound on the Axford.
I believe that the AI has they got their voxel.
Okay,
kits. I think there
Axford
must
is
be an
no
octree
longer a
crack
threat,
or like navigation error. 'Cause these things have been stuck
Reigns
down
is
here for a
probably
minute or two.
down as well. It's
Finally managed to
like-
get around.
Reigns
it,
has eaten a load of beamage, so it's
Just
not
a
going to
pair
be very
of
happy.
Yub destroyers left with
738
half their payload.
16 approximately
Yeah,
7
bomb it,
clicks
Blue.
from E.
On the Axford.
There's the beam going
Yes,
through onto the
always
Tone
bomb the
Feral
Axford.
cruiser.
Alright, Dyson beams are out on Axford. You might not
All
actually
things
have to bomb
considered,
it.
they're doing very well. Hello,
Okay,
only the one to take
well, I don't
some
think we need to
casualties there.
burn our beams out now.
They are on F.
That thing was. I didn't realize how quickly it was.
Oh,
F
matter.
point, where's F point?
F point is
I
located.
believe that after this,
No, I love
that
how we
should
never bothered to get
largely
G.
be the AI bested. They have a
No need to.
heavy cruiser and light cruiser against a very intact
Waste our time.
team here.
Oh,
so
light cruisers low.
spotted that one. Speaking
Yeah.
of,
Yep.
very good sensor coverage they've done so
Black
far. A
Slow.
combination of early warning
Copy
radars and
that.
bloodhounds just keeping eyes out. I believe it was
Where
back
is
here, I
F
think
point?
has it.
What?
It's
F
the one
Right,
right
point.
right.
next
Somebody had
to.
intel.
It's the one next to the Axford.
I forget who it was.
Yeah.
How are
it's
they
over.
getting F point?
It's because the couple of rains was at F point for half a second.
Oh.
Go.
Yep, that makes sense.
There's
Forgot
the
that you can be on both
finishers here.
sides
These
to cover.
KB-22s will utterly destroy this ship. Crunch.
Ooh, nice bomb. Yeah, Axford
Textbook
kill.
use case of those bombers. Grizzly
Nice.
Flight does their job.
Moving
Heads
to
back.
engage the voxels.
Now for the fun.
Beamstones are
Bunch
moving
of
to
these
cover
hybrids
if they
now
try to
all
approach
launch
E.
off.
Axford.
How many is that? That's like
Yep,
7 in
second
total?
Axford.
There's 2 programming buses on
Another
this
one.
thing?
Alright,
Yep.
that's the next group. That means they probably have Beamstone in there as well.
That
Hello,
Axford
continues
is
to
their
take a pounding here,
S3H
unfortunately caught in the front
Axford.
line.
Alright.
Oh, that's a lot of missile.
I'm getting torn up.
That is a lot of missile incoming.
try to retreat.
Take a look
We
at
have enough
these,
ships for now.
See the
Just
weaving
don't die.
pathways as the AI actually knows how to spiral
Try.
plot these very well. Credit to them for that.
Where is
Hybrids, yep.
Oh, that's not good. Oh, ouch.
Alright, shelling Axford.
Oh, I can feel
a
the frame loss as
crippling
this
blow.
is happening. Oh, that's
Oh,
not good.
rip that voxel, rip that voxel.
Yep, Voxel is a
Here comes the
critical
swarm.
event on the radar. I'm just going to evacuate it. Here, I'll do the.
Make sure that they don't die.
Nope, it auto evacuated, and it has a critical event happening.
That will be
Wait,
I'm
that
going to
then.
try to get the other one out
Ripperonis.
without-
More missiles coming out. More missiles coming out.
Oh shit, yep, you're right.
Upside, yep.
The
The
Yeah,
additional
Those
strike
are likely
imminent.
the act wake. Make sure to soft kill. Make sure to soft kill.
See. They're just targeting.
Yep,
Looks like they're going after the beam destroyers again from Tasty, who currently does not have a way of getting out of arc of this.
Oh, those are onto me.
And just figured it out now.
Well, at least
Good
that
luck.
ship won't have that many missiles left.
Tome, all stop.
And this is
Please
why
listen,
you
Tome,
have
all stop.
chaff. Diversifier from
Tome,
above is actually doing a decent amount of work.
has no
Where's that
chaff.
from?
It can't soft kill.
5142, 11 clicks from E.
Where is that?
Approximately
Too
10
far for
clicks.
LRT.
What is that? Is that
This
a
is that'll be the
spawn or
beamstone knocked out, unable to chaff in time, has no point defense. Still,
Photon
for overall
can save, though.
casualties, the human team has only really lost like 1.5 Voxels and 1 Beam Destroyer, so they're faring quite well in this situation.
All right,
Oh,
they
there's
have
triple barrel
a
deck
ship
gun on
far
the station.
back.
That's kind of cool.
Care.
Arc is abysmal, but still cool to see.
I'm
You
gonna
can see some of these
start
other, like,
charging it
vessels in
down
dry
as
dock.
well.
Nice.
See if
Putting
I
Lance
can
has some
pass the
very
gap
nice
with
maps.
the.
I just want a map like this.
Oh,
but
Marcus
vanilla
Lean,
Neb.
you're being shot at. Run. All right, I'm gonna start beams on the Axford.
Whoever fired
actually-
missiles at the Axford or at the Axford and Voxel, I think
Watch
it hit
out, that
the
track on
superstructure
5.
surrounding E.
Keystone's got a really bad track on it.
Look out here.
Make sure to lock.
There we go. Nice cinematic view as we watch
Luca
the starbase
Wendy,
and beams go
23
off.
seconds to reactor boom.
That's going to
20
be
seconds.
this one getting double beamed from above.
Luca Wendy.
Bad at aiming it unleashes their full beam complement.
I
I believe
think
the
all
ranging
crew
is
are
a
evacuated at
little
this
bit
point.
far on
There's
that
no more
one.
life pods
Good.
coming out.
Get
10
an exact
seconds.
read of distance. Where is that indicator going? It's like through here over to.
All right, burn out your
there.
beams on the Axford. We want to kill it as fast as
4.5
possible.
kilometers. Triple beam array is
Moving.
tasty unleashes as
Can
well on it. That's going to be some
charge
triple
that
damage.
Axford underneath the plate.
No need. It should be damaged enough that we can finish it off. Otherwise,
Oh,
Ryan,
the
moving
target
Voxel
onto
came
our
out.
Voxel. Yep, moving
Voxel
target
comes
on
into the wrong neighborhood and is about to be unloaded on by beams. At
Also, you
450.
should be able to utilize 450 HE against the Voxel because if it's his spore armor.
See now
Wow,
the small
okay,
calibers as well
there
from
are
the
almost
secondary
no
batteries.
life
Marks
pods
CQs
left.
on there.
Wow.
And it was also the capitals over here. Oh, this has secondaries as well. Very nice.
Voxel looks
Triple beam.
unhappy to say the
Three
least.
beam soup applied
Its
to the
radar is
box.
off. We
Goodbye.
can stop you short.
It'd be the torpedo,
Better
or
Alright.
no, hybrid complement launched as well. One of them
Anyone
goes after the
see
wrong
Keystone like
target,
those
but
missiles.
others
Care.
can find their way
Okay.
out.
Another one next to it.
That is
Crunch.
probably missile range or something.
Voxel
Barely kept
bridge
alive
lights are
just
out.
with its setup here.
Voxel bridge lights out. Confirm.
Yeah, it's not emergency.
And that will be a kill.
Okay, good to hear. All right. I have Beamstone coming out onto the group. I will focus down. Oh, which keystone?
Yeah, alarm.
In this case, they're going to find the fighter craft, get
Really
into the
good spot,
backfield
Blue.
here, searching, and discover one of these.
Nice one. All right.
Not even beam destroyers, they just have pinners.
Those keystones have missiles.
The Yub fleet here in the background is unable to do any.
So
direct
far, this
combat,
fleet
so
has been
let's see what
relatively
they can do.
underwhelming.
They're going after the scout over here.
Well,
to
we
check
do
on
kind
their
of just
Pinard, I
have
believe,
more than its
which is-
points
seems not
value.
correct otherwise.
So we just
Interesting.
fought a future ANS fleet.
Yeah, there's a lot of missiles. How many
Actually
missiles do
predicting
we
that
have?
quite well, just given the ranging.
Not much
Believe
and not
they-
a lot hit.
Technically, with Pinards, could
Yeah.
get a cross fix there, but I think in this case they just eyeballed it. Yeah, I might cheat a little bit on that one.
They have something on E. That is the
AMM
Axford from
deployed,
underneath
but
the
that
map.
might not be enough.
Oh yeah,
That
that's
might
the
not
thing.
be enough. I mean, it definitely
I'm
won't
gonna
be because
go
one
fight
AMM
the
versus like
Axford
8
underneath the
missiles.
map.
It's
Good luck,
likely
buddy.
heavily
Missiles
damaged.
out on
You
my
should
guy.
win.
You can see the giant
Yeah.
planet in the
Right,
background.
care. Those are wake validation, so you're gonna have to make sure you all
Does have
stop.
chaff on it. There's the
Make
rest
sure you're
of
not
the
moving
AMMs.
forward, etc., and make sure you have chaff.
And out of fuel.
I failed that final part.
I believe these are going to validate on the
Actually,
rear
a
aspect
good way you can
here.
defeat Wake Val is just point your nose at the inbound missile and deploy chaff.
20 mil might
sideways.
trim some of this out. We'll see how
All right,
fast it
because this is
retasks.
thermal, because ANS doesn't have that technology,
Actually, it does
Yeah,
okay
for
there
some
until the very
reason.
end.
even in
It
the
does
future.
get crippled eventually, but still trimmed out at least half
Sure
that.
that's what it was?
Double plant control on this to get
Yeah,
the
it's
Bloodhound
Therm Val.
Unicorn combo.
I have a Squire on PD.
Alright.
Oh, Therm Val. That's why.
Tasty lunges forward, applies a bunch of
Alright,
laser
no,
I'm
it's
going
o-
to
it's
lose
only
another
Wake.
keystone, unfortunately. Likely with these missiles coming out on me, but I've killed one of theirs. Well worth the trade.
They didn't even see
Voxel's,
me on their
I
radar.
mean, Axford
They
has come
actually
out.
Tasty
don't
does not
have him.
quite kill it off there, despite
Axford
their
has
initial
come out.
intent. They should be able to get some work done here.
337,
So these missiles will likely
370
clean this up. Duster flight inbound.
It's-
These jamming pods could potentially mess this
Moving
up
to
if
engage.
they get the staging distance
another
right.
keystone
No,
dead.
it's a bad angle on this.
How
No jamming
unfortunate.
for them.
They killed
Attempting a
civilians.
B short here while they
Get 'em.
can, seeing if they can
Oh,
maybe pause
Come on,
fire.
save me! Save me, Sarissa's!
Crunch.
Ouch.
I think
Yeah,
I
just
might need to
going off.
give
Still actually
the
can recover
enemy
this,
two of their fleets
despite the size 2 impacts.
if we ever do this one again.
You're gonna send
bottom
out
turret
your
is
guys.
down.
And
Am I
bumps
mobile?
up people's
I'm
audios
mobile.
up and
That's
down.
not good.
Seems a little quiet.
Yeah,
see.
both of the big turrets are out. Whoa, what just ballooned?
There's a
Oh.
reactor
Lock
bloom
it.
there.
Go, you
Really dodges.
stupid thingamabob.
Oh,
Go.
oh, that's a missile. That's a missile. Murder Cran. Murder Cran.
Shoot, it still has missiles? Well, no, now
Last
it no longer
hybrid
has
hoorah
missiles.
sent
It
off here.
just launchers
Murder
now.
Cran inbound on someone.
Crunches.
Murder crayon. What's a
And
murder crayon?
Despite good impact, actually, takes a
God,
booster
it's
off,
good.
which is kind of important for this build. But
Do murder crayons taste good?
No. They hurt.
Aw.
Ask a marine.
You know that
Crunch
medicine,
goes that Axford.
cherry-flavored
This
medicine
should be
that-
the end of this
Like
future
spicy
ANS
things?
Where are the
force
bridge
now,
lights?
as
Oh,
just a matter of time. for
Axford
destroyers
is
to get cleaned up.
emergency bridge lights.
Emergency bridge lights, good to hear. I think we stopped B
Axford
short
dead.
All right, B short off. We have 2 ships left.
Yep. Heading for him.
See the Yub devices now trying to give ground while they can.
Care around the dead of Chalhun. It's about to go boom.
See that was this one over here.
30
Watch out for the
seconds till
Axford.
boom.
But hey, wait.
30
Why
seconds
is-
till boom on Child of Ahun.
Reactor overload, 56%.
So get your fighters away
and
from it.
whiplash.
All
reactor overload as
fighters
well.
away from dead of Kalhunen or whatever else. Get away from the keystone that's near their keystones. It's gonna go kaplody.
Comes the torpedo bombings. Illumination along with.
Like quickly.
Run
Axford is
directly there.
definitely
those.
dead.
Turn.
Don't bow.
Because it's
And
going boom in
Punch goes
7, 6.
You
Five.
put him. Oh,
Two.
A little close for comfort there. I believe that might have capped the bombers by the looks of it.
I just realized we had another Axford.
Stop shooting at the
Ah,
Axford.
another
It's dead. It's dead. You're wasting ammo.
Right, so be short on it.
I don't like fireworks.
You say wasting ammo. I'm looking at my ammo. I still have 50% of my AP and 91% of my HE.
Frag
That
bombs
means you
here
haven't
fired
fired
off,
enough.
but unfortunately,
I have,
destroyer armor is
Dude,
too
I've been on
thick
the
for frag
front
bombs to
firing the
have
entire
effect.
time. I
Make
just
it
have to
blue.
make
These
it
have
blue.
some
I have 2, 3,
Right.
5,
It
8,
blue.
That's one
189,
frag saw.
HE,
Interesting for that flight.
86 HERPF.
Boy guns. No
I
strike
still
here
have
by the
beams.
looks of it. Bad aiming should be able to get onto this one. Some
Yeah,
KB-15s
I can also call
will
out
do
the
some
name.
work though. For Runch goes that.
Oh, that's
Yeah, but
actually
I
true.
would. There are a lot of ships I have to
Almost
look which
dead here.
one you're referring, and I can't even read most of them.
Final hybrid.
Because
This
the
might
names
be
That's
the
why I was
game.
calling out its position.
Crunch one onto
Why
the
is my ship
reinforced does not
slowing
kill it.
down when it gets near.
They're attempting another strike here. I think shortly. Must have
Is
gone
it
after
not-
the
There's
other
automatic
one.
collision avoidance, which is incredibly annoying because it means that you can't do turning maneuvers off of rocks. It looks like they
That beam should settle
I
this.
just want to.
Assuming it doesn't skill should be aimed there. There we go. Sever it hits
shipyard
off a little bit. Oop.
Did I just see one of those beam destroyers tase something?
Why are you putting missiles on the Axford? It's evac.
There you
It's
go.
evac. It's done. God.
Because
I'll
we
do
need
the
to make it
finalization
bloom.
once this thing crunches.
Why
There
you
we
good
are.
stable- Oh,
GG.
Someone is RPFing life pods.
oh,
Yeah.
now
Who's
that's
RPFing
not
life
stable.
pods?
All I will say is you know who you are, and the Twitch bot does too.
Man, was this
USSR,
bot?
why are you RPFing life pods?
Because the
So,
enemy doesn't deserve to live.
We lost a
Oh,
total of
right.
4
The
ships.
enemy is us in the future. Okay.
Yeah,
Let's bring a whole
We
new
lost
meaning
4
to your
ships,
own
2
worst
of them
enemy.
were
Anyways, well done, well played. You had, I believe it was a dozen ANS future forces there. You just defeated handily with a total of, I believe, 3.5 losses. 2 dead beam destroyers from Tasty. Hello lost 1 light cruiser and half of the other one, and that was your compliment. Well done. All right. Shall we hop up to the main lobby then to get another one going?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
That's good.
Is that love?
All right, Twitch side folks, we're going to run a 3-minute ad break intermission while we set up for the next one, so we'll be right back. All right, so fight night number 3 is pleased to report victory for the human side. Defeated 12k worth of ANS. All right, everyone on Twitch side, thanks for bearing with us. We're still getting things set up as we're populating our Fight Night number 3 game here. We roll the Dreadnaught event apparently, so we'll see what that entails.
All right, so the fluff for this one is you arrive in the system for only see one very large hull signature coming towards you. However, the amount of energy coming off this hull can be seen from about 6 systems away, so you know you're in for a big fight.
There's your description, chats.
Question: What happened if we all just launch as many heckies as possible at it?
You can try.
I'm assuming with
also, this is an annihilation battle, not a control.
I'm assuming with heat they have the PD missiles, which means that any missiles we fire will be useless, including craft.
And here's your fleet, Spyro.
Thank you.
What are those?
They are things that hurt.
Hey, what was the lore blurb for the last Fight Night 3?
Getting everything is set up now. I think
you
Spyro's
arrive
hosting
in system
again.
to find yourselves, but slightly wrong.
Oh, so normal.
So
Normal, but you might have
literally were
noticed
just
the
fighting ourselves
interesting
within
choices of design. Considering they had only Flak and Defender, and also no hybrids, and yeah. You from the past, basically.
No, they definitely had hybrids. I saw some murderer crayons try to kill me.
I can confirm that there was a
Okay,
hybrid
got it.
backpack on the experts.
Was there?
Yep.
Ah, shit, I
Yeah.
forgot to take it off.
You also put a
Yeah.
cool
This
damp
is why you
fire on
have
them with
those.
no jamming, so well done.
Like, we had no point defense, and somehow we only lost 4 ships.
3.5 actually.
We're counting half a ship.
Yeah, Hello was wounded with a CL, but they didn't
As long
die.
as it can get home.
It was basically dead, but it still moved and had a couple guns left.
Also, for anybody in Fight Night 3 who is willing to maybe trade out a spot with one of the people who've been waiting, because they haven't gotten into a game yet, some of them. If you are willing to do that.
Is Fight Night
bad
3
would
even
the-
up right now? That's a good question.
No, I'm loading
I
mods.
can switch
and
out.
shit.
Understandable, thank you.
Yeah,
Also,
use my defender battle.
How bad would the bitrate be if Nico just streamed my stream?
Absolutely abysmal. I've tried doing that before as a test. Don't do that. Even opening like Discord videos like kind of glitches me out on Twitch side.
Would have thought that was a bad idea. It's crazy.
It seems like we have enough for 2 more lobbies.
Get a laptop, add one of those card things that you can plug your the cord you use to connect your screen to your computer. Get one of those card things that you can use to plug that into so you can record separately, like what you do for streaming games that are on consoles.
Oh, you mean a capture card?
Plug that into a laptop, and then you stream with the laptop, but the game or whatever is running on your regular computer, and that way you can stream Discord without it crashing because you're not actually streaming from the computer that the Discord is on.
There's some weird stream wizardry you can do with the secondary machine there, but I think for right now I'm just going to keep it as complicated as we currently have it. I've broken enough things on stream already. I don't want to mention this to them, but it took me like it was a very fast. Oh god, I need to get everything set up. Oh, everything's not quite set up right. Panic,
out
start
of
stream.
Original fleets by now, by the way. So everyone is going to start seeing fleets the other fight nights have already spotted. If the fact
Good thing I've only played one of these.
If you need, I can send some 12k NS tweets or something.
It won't be quite as wacky and whimsical as the prepared ones. That wasn't obvious.
Hey, so if we just need like a boss, can we just like get Dragon in here and just have them run their 12k and then that's like one event?
The boss fight.
That would, if actually I should try to see when Dragon's available and we could do like a Dragon Slayer event.
That would be funny.
The whole event
That
is
would
just
be
trying
awesome.
to kill Dragon. Maybe we can
Dragon
like
is
get like a
crazy.
proper dedicated lobby. Everyone gets only 1,000 points, and we just stack like 20 people against Dragon. Each player gets 500 points. Build your Corvette carefully.
Okay, but actually the malicious horde writhing and seething is pretty funny for that, right?
Yeah, we would need to get a lot of stuff.
The issue is that he runs a lot of voxels, like I think like 5 or so in his 12k. We would get instantly dissolved.
Yes, but it would finally stop people posting about buffing CL.
Wait,
No.
we're talking about the worst whole game not getting buffed. Like
Mods, who
literally,
was
a
that?
pair
Ban
of
them.
actors does it better?
Oh, Zopta just gave me a great idea. I should have used the Mark 82 mod and brought a rail battleship into this fight.
You're right.
Tuna,
That would've been
no.
really cursed.
That would have been great.
Blast from the past. It's 4 rail battleships. I make a mod to rebuff rails back to original state.
I think you mean 5 of them on Canyon, thank you
There's
very much.
already a mod that brings back MK82 rails.
yeah, I know.
Only get blasted.
But not the
I would need a
actual
mod
rail,
to
gun
shell
rail
back.
rounds.
Hello, meow meow, buff rails.
It'll be up momentarily.
If
I'm
you're going to
loading
do
mod.
that, if you're going to make a mod for that, make sure to also remove the battleship minus 1,000 or whatever it was.
Oh, true.
This can filter just for peer-to-peer. It makes it
That
easy.
is dangerously close to a balance mod, though, so I don't think I'm allowed to make that.
We must have rails back.
RPFing about battleship.
No, you don't understand. The Mark 82 will fix the game. Trust me on this, bro.
So true. You know what we need to do?
I
We need to
came
do a
into this
mod
game-
that just recompiles the game back to 2008 Ulysses. We have to build your ships by like
Wait. Wait, there's a 2000 version?
Yep.
2018. Sorry.
Yeah. If you look at like the early devlogs, you can see like the old school Nebulous development. It's kind of cool.
Block-based building.
Dude, I miss pre-missile update Nebulous. That was fun.
I never knew it. Does that make you feel old?
Okay, so the
I got here just after the OSB update.
Okay, so pre-missile update, there was only 4 missile types. There was a cruise active radar, a direct command, a direct homing on jam, and a direct semi-active.
Do you remember the names of them?
Yes, Thunderhead, Hurricane, Squale, and
Gall.
what's the last one? Gale.
Gale or
There,
Nice.
Gale.
But also don't forget about the Mace of the
Jake, and
Repose.
Tim.
Yeah,
Oh,
Mason
the
riposte. Dude, torpedo sprinters vomiting 6 torpedoes out of their roll-offs was nasty.
I mean, you can still do that
yes.
nowadays. People just
We
forget
need the
that they
case printer
exist.
back. Case print. Actually, there's a mod that does that, isn't there?
Yeah, but you need, like, this thing vomited all 6 out at once, and you can carry another 18 in your cargo hold. Like, those things were not like, shoot 6 and be done. They were like, hey, I'm going to kill your whole team.
12k of battleships only kills 2
Throwback to
sprinters.
right, because they had MLS 3s, didn't they?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yep.
they didn't have VLS 3s. It was only MLS 3s.
Right. It was also the era of Beam Destroyer because you had 2 VLS 2s and 2 MLS 2s because compounding costs on those modules. So you just get that and then dump like a whole mass of Thunderheads and then play Beamstone the rest of the game. Oh, that's a throwback.
Dude, what was funny too is that Beamstones had a really big issue with aiming.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
as a battleship player, I would literally just charge their formation. Because the moment you get within 3 clicks, they are spend the entire game turning, and you can just be in the middle of their formation showing them, and that was fun. Okay, server's up.
I also remember hearing something about how they had something like a 10% be short damage chance or something, which meant that you could be short for actually like 10 minutes or so.
They had an 80% reduction in damage, and that only recently got nerfed.
You want
And then
to-
they got brought back up a little bit on the latest test patch they hit live.
Yeah, I accidentally named it.
needed
despite
someone
that.
to not do it this one because someone else hadn't
this not
gotten to
showing
play
up?
yet.
Okay, game's up. Fight Night 3 ready.
Yeah, can I join
See
this
if
one?
it shows.
Please?
There we are.
I couldn't join the last one.
All right. Time to eye in the sky. Quite a few mods. Let's see what we get.
Beautiful.
I've never played on Dust Bunny, so let's go.
Is it as good as Barbie House? Is the question.
Barbie House.
I'm enabling that mod right now. You're so right.
That's a map. That's amazing.
Yes, Barbie House is in fact a map.
That crashed my Nebulous.
Barbie house is too powerful.
Oh my gosh, there are 8 mods loaded. Yeah, for some reason it requires 4 mods by itself to load that ship.
Yeah, because Marduk has 4 dependencies.
It does.
Jesus.
Okay, everyone, Fight Night 3. Let's go ahead and bounce to Comet again.
Really quick. So because of Mac issues, I have to drop out, reload the mods, and come back in. I'll see you in a little bit.
All right. We'll save you the spot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna quickly drop
Or
down
first come,
to
first serve. We'll see.
Wait.
Comet.
Yeah, it's sweet time loading on these. Wow. Normally it's pretty good about this, but probably because I'm streaming, it takes a little while longer. Yes, Man Across the Street, you are correct. Barbie House is unironically a good map. I have
Maybe
looked
you
at
play
it. It looks like a lot of
Stellaris?
fun. I actually want to play it on stream. I just haven't gotten a
Sometimes.
chance to because it's not on the dedicated usually.
Biomatter Hives kind of is canon to Stellaris now with
Hi,
bioships and whatever.
Okay.
Alright.
So High Fight Night 1.
See, you should
Congrats
go
on your
to
victory.
the team. We are. All right, Eye in the Sky is waiting and loading. There we go.
I'm
Finally
just
gets it.
wondering if I should keep with the monitor carrier, which is meme, or swap something a bit more useful.
It's your choice how you spend your
Bring
2K.
I don't think I don't
Whatever
think we
sounds
can
funnier.
lead, sadly.
Bring a torpedo solo.
Because I
Probably
have
is actually really good.
a
Like
2K
Turtle, yeah.
fleet that is a beamstone and some frigates, which is all Elvis references. We have.
I mean, you already just sold me with that first one. Bring it. Run it.
Yeah. Then we have 2 Vohals. And then we have monitor carrier.
Honestly,
Funniest option.
likely the best idea if we want to just win is try to get something with as much damage chance as possible. So bring in lots of missiles, close range. So that would be torpedoes, because S3H won't be able to make it through the PD systems. Bring in the beams, bring in the plasma on 100. Because I have a feeling we're going to need it in order to kill it, and I have a feeling 450 just won't cut it in time.
What?
It has been classified as a dreadnaught, so build your fleets accordingly, or pick them, or
Yeah, so
whatever.
be very scared.
Hey, should I bring a rail array?
I'd be very scared.
Rail array is
because
probably a good idea.
I
Rail array is
Okay, let
very
me make
recall
one really
having
quick.
faced this thing playing with some other people, and it's like, why is this so big and so tanky and so stupid, silly, annoying to kill?
Right, so it's 14k, so probably beams if you have them. I mean, I know I like beams a lot, but this
Bring
does
the
feel like
14th
beam.
attack group.
Yeah.
Does it have a lot of PD?
It has some PD less than I'd like, but there are limits to what you can afford.
Should I bring in the CIA fleet or no?
I mean, again, we'll probably be struggling for damage more than anything else. Because this is one big ship, that means it's gonna have a lot of DC, a lot of buffs, and a lot of restores. So
Well, CIA, it's sensors only.
yeah, I mean, honestly, if you bring sensor war only, that's probably good. If it can't see us, it can't kill us.
I'll
But
have to make a few modifications. Give me a second. Besides, we're waiting on an 8th guy, so.
Yeah.
Yep, that guy is me.
Oh, hello.
Tasty, I
So
told you
I'm
not to
having
eat the
some-
mods. Tasty.
yeah,
Get that
no,
out of your
so
mouth.
the
Spit it
issue
out.
with the issue with Mac, or at least the way I'm running it, is that I need to download manually from Steam and then reload Neb for mods to actually work and go through. So it's a bit annoying. We don't have a mod list, so I can preload it and stuff.
Everything I learn about your setup gets increasingly more scuffed and concerning every day.
It's great.
The worst part
I
is
love
it's
it.
no longer supported. So it's going to start failing more and more as time goes on.
Oh, wonderful.
So for reference, some more of the curse stuff that we have to do with it. We are running on, I think, a 3 or 4 old version of Steam, because we cannot load the Steam web helper if we have a higher version. So that means we cannot record our games. It also means that, oh right, some other stuff. It freezes randomly if you just leave it open for too long. That being Steam, not Neb.
Alright, we're good.
Which means that you have to reload it. If you quit Steam, it automatically opens itself, and if you just press the X marker, it disappears and never comes back, but it's not stopped, so you have to manually stop it from working. And then there's a dozen other things. It's crazy.
Also, as long as you're listing some of the other curse things, you want to just tell the class about like the way you play the game with your setup?
Right, yes. So I don't believe in mice. Mice are bad. We don't like them around here. So all we ever do is trackpad. There is nothing but trackpad. Trackpad is no, trackpad is life, etc., etc.
And your reason behind crunchy screenshots too?
Right, yes. Again, because of Mac, there's no active cooling, so I am playing on minimum frames. Or rather, minimum screen size. That means that I am on, I think it's 900 by 600 on a significantly bigger screen than that. So the screenshots are interesting, to say the least.
It's why whenever I see a chat message posted that you've like clipped, all the L's are missing and the I's too, because they don't
L's and
actually
I's.
render it.
And also, alongside that, all of the error logs, or whatever they call it, or whatever it's called, those just don't show up because the text is too small to render.
Well, that's one way to get around the red text, right? Are you done loading yet?
Yep.
Or kill the time?
I'm not able to see the thing in the match browser. Do you have the IP so I can direct run? No, only for dedicated servers.
If Twitch chat is saying that is astronomically cursed, yes. Somehow not the most cursed setup we've seen, because there's also people who run this game on Steam decks, which I'm not sure if that's actually more or less cursed. It's just like cursed in a different direction.
It definitely works on the Steam Deck almost flawlessly.
If I may make a proclamation, keyboard, or sorry, when you are playing on trackpad, you are able to have better micro than when you do play with the mouse.
Interesting.
The obvious answer is to use both simultaneously.
Yes, just put a trackpad under your feet and play this with a Dance Dance Revolution pad. Thank you.
No,
you just
I
go
play
get
this
my
on a
like, Guitar
laptop. I
Hero
have
controller,
both.
and then I'll use that for missile defense.
You just use the trackpad for 5 movements and the mouse for granular movement. Or are those the same things?
That's not Fight 9-3.
Okay, there we go. Rails.
Yeah, it's not showing up for me. I think I'm gonna have to.
Rip. Yeah. Well, the good news is this actually means that it's balanced points-wise, relatively speaking. 14,000 on 14,000, so everyone would be so kind as to ready up. Let's get this game on.
Do we want to go see if we can grab someone from the general chat? If for someone that hasn't played,
there might be somebody who's...
Yeah, let's fish for one more then.
Yeah.
Who cares about balanced points anyways?
That's unfortunate.
Hold on, I forgot that. Almost done.
Alright, I'm getting ready up so it doesn't beep at me.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go invade Fight Night 2 then.
When are you going to play the guitar for missile defense? We'll see about that. Maybe I'll need the drum set. I don't even know
make sure you bring your heavy kaboom joining you.
Excellent. Well, we got one slot open on Fight 3 if you want.
I have 6 S3s, 6 S3Hs, so...
S3Hs are not going to make... S3Hs are not going to be making it through the PD system's heat brings.
Yeah.
Okay, so they
I've
will...
never played against heat, so...
Okay, so if I rail them enough...
Generic.
Yeah. If we hit them with enough
Yep,
rails,
again, if you
fine.
just knock out the point defense system with enough fire, then you can missile them.
Yeah.
So for reference, their dual PD laser systems have 6 kilometers of range and can one-shot Tantos. So...
Yeah, so I don't see Fight Night 3, I only see is Fight Night 1 and Fight Night 2.
It might just be that people can't see it then, so,
Rip.
Alright, do we just want to run as is then before this gets any further scuffed or weirder?
Who wants to run a 4 kit?
What the fuck was that sound?
A great question. I prefer not to know.
Good point, actually.
Okay, let's go. Ready up?
Lennon Hand Cow
in-
Cannon, if you would mind getting out the editor and loading your mods, please.
That is definitely a name.
I'd be surprised if it wasn't a name.
Oh, it's still loading. I hit load mods a while ago.
Yeah, go ahead and...
If you go into editor while loading mods, it fails, so you have to exit and then rejoin.
I didn't know that.
Yep,
Well,
neither did I.
to be fair, it's
until I
not really
learned
written
about
down
it.
anywhere, so understandable.
Yeah. I mean, it's now in mod report, or now it's in bug reports, but it's it's very esoteric. It's not
Known
something you're gonna
issue
notice
thing,
very
yeah, from a while. Alright, fingers crossed you can find the lobby, otherwise we'll have to run the 6-player here, or I guess I could step in with one of my fleets.
Just bring beamstones, they always save you.
More rails!
Yes, rail them.
It would be funny if I just gave everyone here my rail fleet, and then we just railed it to death.
We love railing it
Technically
to death.
possible, just you have to hope they don't have the fire suppression module.
Even the fire suppression module wouldn't
The
save there,
chances
but...
of it having a fire suppression module is high.
So
Okay.
do we gamble
go,
who's
right.
going to scout it?
We're gonna go.
Should I try to grab another person, or just go as is?
I think if your lobby's not visible, then honestly we might just want to go with what we got. Or Burn Daylight, you know?
Do you want to join us?
With launch map.
Yeah, you know what? What the hell?
I'll
Just for the sake of
switch
making this
back.
balanced, I'll do that.
10 litter boxes.
Disparage.
Yeah,
is a
that's
little
my
bit-
placeholder. Don't worry about it. What do I want here?
Which fight night was it?
Fight night 3.
Fight night 3.
If it doesn't show up, then you're in the same boat as everyone else here, or everyone else who's
Alright.
not in the lobby here.
Plasma 100 mil. That'll work fine, I think. Maybe, I hope. We're gonna find out.
Okay, ready to go.
Alrighty, let's do this.
We just
All right,
spawn
gang,
in,
we're gonna have
and
some
like
fun out
one of
here.
us gets
We
instantly
do things
obliterated.
we do things loud. We do things fast. We do things as a family.
By the way, I don't even have radars, so have.
Okay, to be fair,
Don't
there is
worry,
enough
as
of
soon
us
as we
that's
get a
probably
singular
fine.
track, we'll be fine.
I did not realize how small this map was.
This is it? That's okay. 10 kilometers across the rock, so 20 wide. Not
Death
bad.
Ball, Death Ball, Death Ball is the name of the game.
Just imagine Tuna gave it a single nuke shell.
All of us go high.
Yeah, we should go high.
Ah,
It'd be hilarious. Also, this map is very tiny.
I don't remember seeing this one before, like on the workshop.
it's brand new.
Oh, well,
Like,
I'll do it then.
Every day I go scout mods off the workshop for maps and load it into my mod list.
Every day he's shuffling.
I don't know. I get bored playing the same few maps over and over again.
Understandable. Keep it fresh in that. I do
Killers
really like
only.
was it Preditio, the random map generator. That was quite cool.
Yeah, the issue is I need to figure out how to use it.
Guys, we're in the friendship.
Did anyone see a engine flare on the way in?
The engines now.
Not up here.
I did not.
Awaiting your orders, Commander. You heard the orders.
So,
Alright, you lost one.
I am going to hope that it came in from the top and that I can come up from below it through that center donut hole. Otherwise,
It's not
I'm
that you're
going to
dead.
die a horrible and painful deth.
Turning up the engines now.
Oh,
Yeah,
always
let's be
a good thing to
honest,
hear.
you should not have split off. We need to death ball this thing.
Just imagine, like, if
Well,
I
the
had
thing
one
is, the
round.
death ball's all up there, so there's a 50-50 odd it either hits the death ball or it hits me.
We hear you, Commander.
Yeah,
Did
if
you
you go to
guys
the
bring
donut in the middle, you
stones?
might be good. I think if it's Annihilation, the AI
rail
will just
fellow.
like aggressively charge towards us, right?
Oh my god.
Yeah, it is
I don't
Annihilation.
actually know how the AI works in this kind of situation, so.
Awaiting orders, Commander.
Anyways,
It
time
runs
to go
straight at
turn on
you.
the Elvis.
What are our orders, Commander?
In this situation, it runs straight at you.
You know,
It's
so
what you
everyone,
want.
look at my
But that means
fleet,
it runs
really.
Which fleet is that?
Look at my rail fleet. Look at, like, the 4 of them in perfect formation, then there's just load light being an idiot, falling behind.
Like occasionally, you always have somebody like that, right? Like, come on, man, stick in formation. I'm trying.
Like Galaxy Volume 3, whenever Nathan Filligan is talking to the other guy, it's like, yeah, I have a guy like that too, don't worry.
Okay, it's incredibly cursed seeing the Acello, like, with the just pair of railgun turrets because you couldn't afford, like, a third one.
Yeah, that's what's.
Couldn't afford the third one, couldn't afford anything else to put there.
I mean, it works somehow, right? Like, you've got energy regulators on it, so...
I mean, it would be very funny if there was, like, just a single 120 or 10 or 100 there, and it'd just be like 2 big guns and then very tiny gun.
Okay, I
Wait,
will
as a-
say,
as
for
a
rail
point,
Selves,
I
I
use-
have added T20 secondary batteries to them because occasionally I need to, like, poke a capper, and honestly, kind of good tech.
Not here, though.
Not here, this is a dreadnought fight.
Yeah,
but-
here we are dealing with one uber death machine.
Now, I'm just wondering, is Tuna trolling us, and their Uber Death Machine Dreadnought is actually like 200 Corvettes?
No, it's one ship.
Alright.
Don't spoil it.
We are en route, Commander.
I see one beam still. That's.
I mean,
So-
considering how many points a Marduk Dreadnought takes, yeah, it can easily take 1400 points.
I think the only time I saw the Dreadnought used was one of the other fight nights where they had it as like a giant kill secondary objective for the one ship fight night.
We are on
Go,
route.
Tento,
We
scout.
don't really know what kind of range his weaponry will be, do we?
Oh wait, do we have
well,
Tantos?
that poor Tanto. It will die a horrible, horrible death.
Hey, someone
Remember-
keep an eye on that vampire.
You're going to need to keep constant eye on the Tempo because remember the heat weapons, PD, double PD lasers in particular, those are a 6-kilometer insta kill to fighters.
Judging by how long that range is, Gobble-Ghoul.
Well, if
Let's
it
see,
disappears, you know that it's somewhere around there, right?
I just realized if
Yep.
that thing sits in the middle of the map, that's the entire map.
Yeah.
Well, don't worry, I got eyes on the middle of the map.
We hear
Speaking
you.
of
Okay,
rails,
don't
be
know.
careful. You're going to be in range at all times.
Turning up the engines now.
See,
Wait.
that's why I don't have a radar.
Can I use console commands to speed shit up?
No.
I don't believe in
What is that
multiplayer you
fast
can.
one? What?
I know you can in single player, but I don't think you can do it in multiplayer. There's a check involved.
Okay.
Still alive, still alive, still alive. Still
I should
alive.
have brought it to EWR.
Let's see,
instead of
timescale
bunch of
3. Does
LRTs.
that let me do something?
Wait, you can?
Oh, hey!
Can you?
Just like
I-
that, we're moving faster.
I didn't think that worked. Cool.
Turning up the
Oh,
engines
okay.
now.
All right,
Should
neat.
I keep it at 3 or?
Yeah, let's just go with 3 for now, just to speed up this early phase. Then once we get in combat, then we'll drop it back to regular.
Is this cheating in
What are our
reverse?
orders, Commander?
Not really. It's just like saving a little time, I guess.
We hear you, Command.
It would be so funny if we just forgot to add the radar on the ship.
Actually, I just
Okay,
realized it's
there's
probably
times
better
where I've
if
done
we
that with a
move
builder.
away.
I'm like, yep, I got everything, and then I get into a game. I'm like, why can't I see? Oh, right, radars, right.
Listen, if
Uh,
you can't see them, they can't see you, you know?
It did actually lead to me doing a strat where I just had bulkers that had no radars, and I just used skiffs for scouting instead.
So why is my
Wait.
second?
Skiffs still work as permanent
Awaiting our
active
orders,
decoys.
Commander.
Kind of.
We're underway.
Yeah, they do because
Ooh,
they're still considered a radar source. So if you turn off your radar,
Awaiting your orders, Commander.
ARADs will always go right for it.
Yeah, because they don't discriminate
kind
small
of.
or large.
But Axe doesn't go for
What
it,
are
so
our
it's
orders, Commander?
it's half of an active decoy.
We'll be there.
It's a nice way
so
where it
you
pulls
can
off
just
the
deploy
ARADs.
chaff. Yeah, you can just
Quiet.
deploy
Command's
chaff,
on
and
the
then the
We are
Yeah.
en route, Commander.
What's
You
even
can, but it's
funner
not
is-
the same location, so Aradval doesn't care about it.
Received. Assuming position.
Aradval doesn't care about it because the chaff is not
Turning
coming
up the
from
engines now.
the radar missions are not coming from the same source as the chaff because it's coming from the skiff.
Alright, this
No,
is actually really
but-
fun.
We'll be
Since
there
it's so
before you
fast,
know.
my LRT is highly reactive, and I can
Right away.
spot things very fast.
It's like
Just
sweeping
turns
a
out the
spotlight
battleship
around looking
is-
for like aircraft in World War II or something. Hopefully you get the flak
Dude, I'm-
guns ready.
Bet the battleship
Quiet.
right there.
Command's on the line.
Might
Alright.
be.
So it is.
Here,
We're underway.
let me look at it.
And I feel like I've gotten a little far ahead. I'm gonna hold up here.
Alright. It's so fast, I overshot the LRT. Okay,
Woo.
that's a fun problem to have.
Alright, just keep an eye on the vampire flight. Come around the corner now.
It just rounds the corner, instantly just domed.
Doesn't appear to be there.
Vampires tracked. Actually, with fire control.
Oh, yep, found it.
there
Found
it
it.
is.
It's attack marker. Hang on a sec. Like here, B swordish.
Okay, moving
I
into
think
a
this is-
firing position.
Oh, yep.
Moving in to come in from below.
Yep. Oh,
But this will either work well or I will die horribly.
Aye, aye, Commander.
There is
Okay,
no other
should I slow it down now?
Falling in.
Once
Probably
we're getting in
okay.
position, then I think yeah, we're good.
We could be wrong.
Standing
wired.
by.
Careful rails. Remember, you are going to be in their weapon
Falling
range
in.
pretty much constantly, so you might want to wait a little bit till other people engage.
Aye, aye, Commander.
I'm at 13 clicks.
You heard the orders. Let's go.
Oh, heat. That
Freebird,
sounds
keep your
about
sweep going.
in heat
He's around there
range.
somewhere. We know that.
We hear you, Command.
And Vampire 2 in.
Commander. Course laid in.
So this is. I think this is more than 3 times speed.
is it going down?
No, it's still at,
I think it's diving because we didn't see it anymore from where we last pinged it, right?
Yeah, I think
Maybe
it's
it's
going for
once.
the beam below.
I think stake, you might run into it here if you're not careful. So maybe just send one.
Quiet. Command's on the line. We are en route, Commander. Course laid in.
I guess we'll send the return to sender off.
Turning up the engines now. Awaiting your orders, Commander. You heard the orders.
Duolingo, go away. I don't want to learn Russian right now.
Turning up the engines now.
We're gonna make it
Wish we had a
stop.
few shuttles.
Oh, we have track.
there it
We've
is.
got track.
What are our orders, Commander?
Oh, that is at a horrible location for me. Okay, slowing down time.
Yep.
Oh, it's got a beam on it. It's got a lot of beams on it.
Goddard.
Welcome to
We
heat.
hear you, Command.
Yeah, I remember playing this.
Yeah,
This-
that just fucking killed the suspicious minds outright.
Course
And that's
Yeah,
why we
welcome
send
to
one
heat.
scout. That is a noise that I do not like. Wow.
It is in such an annoying location. Like, it almost feels like we're playing against a player with its location.
Well, I mean, if it
I
is
know,
it's
I know.
smart enough to know the weapon ranging, right, with its whole beams, that's basically what you're doing with Beam Destroyer. I count, like, what's it, 8 red lasers and a big green one on the nose, I think?
The only way you live in its range is probably by jamming it out.
Turning up the engines now.
Dude, I think it's stuck on a rock.
Putting that priority target on it. You know, I had no idea.
Oh, we got visual? Okay.
It looks
Wow,
like
that's a lot of guns.
Free, but it's running up against the rock.
Yeah.
Alright.
It is.
So it's got a whole bunch of the little purple deck guns and EWAR and stuff by the looks of it. It's got a bunch of the big red ones, which fires off there, and then I think just a bunch of jammers on the underside, and I think it was the big green turrets we saw before.
Should I speed it up again?
Quiet. Commands on the line.
Yeah, if we
Don't
want to
want
reposition
like
and get access to it.
instant death range.
Awaiting your orders.
What, do we even know the range of its weapons?
Course laid
Think
in.
I'm
6
guessing
kilometers
it's
was
gonna be
it?
6 kilometers.
Quiet.
Long
Commands on the
enough.
line. Right away, Commander.
If you're dipping into range, the only way you're gonna live is with gemming.
You heard the orders.
The fact that that frigate is still alive.
Turning up the engines now.
I think the only reason it's not died is because the big green laser can't hit it.
Yeah, it's trying to do an awkward roll now.
So,
What is that Star Wars blast?
Yeah, it has Star Wars blasters, if I remember correctly. At least the sound files are.
Awaiting
Well, at least we know that those red lasers do not hurt at all.
Those are, I think, the PD lasers?
No, I think the PD ones should be the small purple ones. Those appear to me the main broadside batteries. If I'm looking at this right.
Well, they're not even hurting our frigate.
No, they're really tiny.
Oh yeah, they are. Those are just the like edge guns. Okay. Wait, are those the
They
rotary plasmas? Those might be rotary plasma. Uh-oh.
If that's the big rotary plasma, then I think that's 7.2 kilometer range, and that does dissolve people. That's being level DPS per.
I have a lot of jamming on my formation. If you want to wait for me to come down.
just sender.
Why did they put so many windows on this?
Because it doesn't run Mac or
you know?
Linux.
Yeah. Alright. I am managing to pull out of LOS.
Quiet. Commands on the line.
Yeah, he's over there somewhere.
Alright. Hard-headed woman, just go.
Go recalibrate camera.
Why did we bring so many sensor assets?
We can take him.
If you can jam it out, because it's single ship, that should be pretty good. I didn't see any good anti-jam on it, so it should be okay if you're able to jam it out.
Yeah, I'll
Stop
be able
my
to jam it out
reactor on
from,
hard-headed woman again.
Care, missile.
Your orders.
I didn't see any launchers on it, but I'll take your word for it.
I think
It
it,
looks
has
like it's
a
PD
VLS
missiles.
one.
or something? Yeah.
I did not get any missile fire, so
I think it's only defensive missiles.
quite proper.
Alright, if we want to group up at like E move marker and then engage it from there, I think that'll be our best angle. Just to get everything into position.
Yeah, you can let me go in front. I'll jam it out. And you guys can
Alright.
do the damage.
Can I
Right away.
accelerate time so that way I can get there? Or
Can't see E. Can only see D.
It's D sword and then E move marker. It'll be in blue.
Oh, yeah.
What are our orders, Commander?
I have some S2.
Jam Zelda was incredible. Chris, I just looked at chat.
I'll wait for it to. You heard a little bit.
Commands on the line.
I'm really hoping that my plasma will be in range for it. This might be a little close, actually. Back up a little.
Turning up the engines now.
No, we look forward to it.
It's such a weird spot.
Yeah, it's probably just it wanted to do like beam destroyer or beam battleship gameplay, and then just ended up getting stuck there because of the octrees or something.
I guess the dies.
The AI. Maybe this map doesn't have good map match or something.
Yeah, it was new, right? So probably haven't worked out all the stuck spots. Kraber, can you try and get your Bloodhound Tug to take a look at the D sword?
That's what I'm doing. I just gotta get it to the actual spot because there's an overhang that blocks all of them.
Got it.
3 of my destroyers have decided that hugging is what they should be doing.
Well, they just want a little cuddle there.
Oh, that's nice.
Honestly, it might be like the time to just reposition them into line formation, just kind of set that up.
Well, I'm gonna be pushing. Yeah, it's gonna be a vertical line formation.
I got you. All right, so he's still there. He's adjusting though and moving.
It's moving down.
Quiet. Commands on the
So
line.
it likely, if I remember correctly, this is relatively slow. So it's probably best if you just wait out of range with the rails, picking it down eventually.
Yes, Commander.
Yeah, we just wear it down with our long range fire, force it to charge, and then I've got plasma 100 mil if we eventually break it. Oop, incoming fire. That's plasma.
I think I know who that's coming for.
Okay, that is firing at 9 kilometer distance. So accuracy is.
It's running out. It's running out.
All right, so let's call that like 7K then. Yeah.
Okay, are we ready to move?
I'm getting in position.
Okay, it looks like it's firing from far away, but that looks more like
it does fire from that distance at 9K, but
It's firing at the tug.
okay, the heavy plasma shots it can, but the light ones is just guesswork.
Yeah.
Okay, wait a minute. If I can orbit dodge these at this range.
It might be cheesy, but you could run it out of ammo if you sit long enough, right?
Yeah.
You know, cheese does taste good.
That's true. I like cheese.
Quiet. Commands on the line.
But yeah, 7.2 is death range. Once you're in there, the plasma will eviscerate you. Outside of that, it's heavy plasma range. That's going to kill you, but more slowly. So, pretty much do whatever you can to avoid 7.2 kilometers. The heavy plasma you can probably take for a good while.
Alright, we got 450. That's good. Let's assume this thing's DC to high hell as well, just before we get going on it.
Quiet. Commands
So
on the line.
Railgun. Yeah, railguns are moving out now.
Oh, that hurt.
Alright, I'm coming out.
Yep, heavy plasma is painful, but
En route, Commander.
you can't really outrange it that well.
It will.
How am I going to
definitely
get
have the
access to
range
this
on
thing?
this.
I'll probably have to go down here-ish.
Its
Wow.
main weaponry, or main DPS at least, is the rotary plasma. Those you can outrange relatively easily.
Awaiting orders.
He's trying
0.4.
to
Give me something to shoot at anyways.
Orders,
We got full damage,
Commander.
full teams. Hit flank speed.
Awaiting orders, Commander.
Gilgamesh.
I orbit
Looks
dodge
like we're being
you.
jammed.
Alright. Light it up. Got
Quiet.
some jammers on it.
Commands the line. I don't
It
think
is just
Alright,
comes
so we
shimming
jam-
as well.
I have 4 jammers.
Alright, the rail cell has got an engagement. Nice. See if we can't cripple it. Spyro, you're on target? Yeah, nice.
enemy jammer.
Hey,
Do we have any bullseyes that can get a lock on it? There we go. Good stuff.
Quiet. Commands on the line. Firing solution locked in.
You do probably want to tell when jamming is going down.
We're underway.
Because
I'm gonna perma jam it. It's never gonna go down.
Good.
I'm getting a little close here for comfort to run.
Turning up the engines.
I'm definitely seen by it, apparently. But then again, I have a radar signature to go fight God with.
I hope that I can get out of here before the jamming wears off.
You can stay behind my jamming cone.
Alright, first salvo of plasma deployed.
Rails don't seem to be overheading.
That's good. Means that we're hitting the belly of it, right?
Awaiting orders, Commander. Quiet. Commands on the line. Quiet. Commands on the line.
I'd like
Anyone have any
to
idea what the
see
armor
damage
thickness
we're
on something
doing,
like
but
this
I
would be?
don't want to get close enough to be able to see what kind of damage we're doing.
Wait, I got locked for half a second.
Someone should have brought neopikes.
That would have been very handy. I should have done that. I just had a quick bleed. Damn.
Oh, pikes, you say? Give me a second. How many?
Wait, do we actually have pikes?
I do.
Yeah, make sure you keep them at 8 clicks.
Okay. Chat is saying,
6 quarter
if they
deck
recall
range
correctly,
would
this
be-
thing has 110 centimeters of armor, allegedly.
Yeah.
That's
Wait,
a
and
lot
what's
of
the
armor.
armor
enough to
pin?
punch rails.
Oh, they locked me.
We're underway.
Oh, run.
Got some kind of jammer.
Course laid in.
Well, let's hope Plasma Cooks goes.
Awaiting your orders, Commander.
Range
We're
dreadnaught.
underway. Heading there now, Commander.
I'm getting cover straight.
Strange, and
Damn
it
it.
certainly dreads
Awaiting your
nothing.
orders, Commander.
Alright.
We'll be there before you know it.
If I sit here, I think I'm safe and I can just snorkel this.
What is plasma armor strip?
Standing by.
I might be able
That's
to
a great
just
question.
snorkel this. Yeah.
It does appear to be getting closer.
Awaiting your orders.
I'll look it up for you.
Yes, it does appear to be on approach. That would explain why. Okay,
Yep.
good to know.
Run.
I'm gonna back up a little bit.
Commander. Course laid in.
I'll keep the jammers on.
We'll be there before you know it. Turning up the engines
Maintain
now.
jamming and fire. I'll just keep cooking with
The
my
best part
plasma
about
guns.
this is that I can actually set these things to go outside the yellow line.
Oh yeah, with like the scoutcraft. Good idea.
Uh-huh.
Awaiting your orders, Commander.
But don't high burn them. We're gonna burn out their fuel. Oh shit.
Fuel pods.
Looks like it's rotating its nose onto us. That's better for the rails, right?
Yeah,
should be.
assuming it doesn't have a stupidly high internal density.
Course laid
We're
in.
gonna find
I
out.
want to say that the
Heading there now, Commander.
the armor stripping is 60
They're gonna
centimeters,
learn
but
today.
that feels
Firing
wrong.
on that target. Yes, Commander.
It does have fall off though.
Heading there now, Commander.
At max range, you're getting probably around about 18 centimeters of
I'm
pen
gonna
per
put
plasma shot.
close this thing. I am playing with fire right now.
Moving.
No pikes.
Standing by. Awaiting your
Hold
orders,
fire on
Commander.
you. Clear.
Holding our position.
Go. Now you're weapons
I'm
free.
gonna send one test
Standing by.
salvo to see how the PD is going.
Executing your orders. Aye, aye, Commander.
Just
I'm
these
currently
somewhat.
the two
Awaiting
planes
your
are currently
orders.
within
Ready.
6 kilometers of it, and they're not doing. It's not getting shot at.
Work.
Hey, wait,
All stop.
make sure you hold shift and right click.
Oh, they
In order.
can barely.
Oh
see
yeah,
it.
yeah, of course.
That's why.
That is just a test salvo.
Yeah, shift right click with the designate, and you should be good with the pikes right about now.
Control lock is going off, so is radar.
Does it
They
look like
have
it
no
has
point
PD?
defense.
Yep. Okay, there we go.
So,
Seems like Rails found their power systems.
Might do.
we should-
Ooh,
we
okay,
got
I'm
visual
cooking
on
this
it.
thing good.
Ooh, it's melty.
Not sure how much armor strip that's actually done, but good visual.
We hear you, Command.
Oh, its guns are online. Heads up.
oh, hey, its primary laser is offline.
Awaiting orders, Commander.
Probably lost a lot of power.
Engaging target. I don't think we can hit
Good
that
missile
one,
strike coming
Commander.
in. Let's see how effective that is. A bunch of those just got killed by something.
Send your traffic. They're gonna learn today. We can't target them from that distance. Awaiting orders, Commander.
Huh.
Heading there now,
That's
Commander.
weird.
We are en route, Commander.
That
Course
looks
laid in.
like
Word. Like,
AMMs, but there's no effect for them.
Yeah, that's weird.
Or
Hmm.
no visual. Radar? Radar.
That's real weird.
Alright, still has
Oh,
some
no,
heavy
that
plasma
was definitely
online.
AMMs.
Ooh, that's all the vertical launches on the front.
By the way, missiles are useless. S2 missiles are useless since it has 100 and some armor. You literally can't pin it with S2.
Yeah,
missiles.
wait till I strip it some more.
Okay.
Hopefully that'll work.
Yeah, I still have some more.
Course laid in.
Hello, Comet. How goes the...
we're
we
killing
are
the
tearing
giants
it
somewhat.
apart with these. We're tearing it apart with these.
Turns
We'll
out
stay with
Rails
these, but we are tearing it apart.
Send your traffic.
very slowly.
Thought a single comically large target does not make a very strong combatant, even when coated in guns.
Quiet. Commands on the line.
I mean, it did manage to completely annihilate my destroyer because I was out of position.
True. You
But
did get
that
caught
is
though.
the only ship it has managed to kill so far.
I'm at 86% rail shot.
All right, keep firing. See what we can cook through with this thing.
The railing will continue until morale improves.
Morale.
We have concluded the fight night for the day. You're the last lobby running.
Traffic.
Oh.
Just popping
Wait,
in
already?
I'm out of fleets.
Huh. Well, we want to do the bioship one after this, right? The swarm or whatever it was?
Yeah.
What are our orders?
I can toss that file at you, sure.
Moving.
But
Yeah.
we were taking that out of contention just because it caused so much time dilation, like up to 40% on my computer, which is strong.
Got it.
What's your computer?
What are our orders, Commander?
i9 and a 5080.
Whoever's shooting RPF at it, hold your fire. You're just wasting ammo.
I think I got a
Looks like we
9800
have-
X3D and a
What are our orders,
4080.
Commander?
It's not like I have anything else to do with LPF.
Yes, Commander.
But sure.
You know
I'll
what?
toss
That's a
the
fair
Fleet
point.
Spyro, I guess.
Just say use AP.
I
It might
think
wear
I'm
down
right.
the armor faster with me.
It's the only ammo I have left for the 120.
Tuna, you can, even if you say you take it out of rotation, if they say they want to play it, you can just send it over. It's
I've sent it
fair.
over. It's your choice.
Excellent.
The only other
They're
fleet
gonna
that
learn
y'all
today.
haven't played is the
Send
nuclear
traffic.
fleet, but the nuclear fleet,
Falling in.
That's nukes.
I
They
wonder what
are,
it could
uh,
possibly be. Huh.
well,
What the
they're
fuck are
nuclear
those?
bombs, and I need to stress that they are in fact
Commands on the
bombs.
line.
Uh-oh, someone's getting
Legalize nuclear
Not-
bombs.
Not
Yes,
quite
Commander.
bombs,
Oh,
but
it's
yeah,
broadside turrets are online. Heads up.
it's
The
another.
closest thing I can get to a
scat
bomb
back
without modding something unique in.
Quiet. Commands on the line.
Okay, so I'm just realizing this thing's main guns, like broadside batteries, aren't firing because they don't have
Hear you,
arc, not
Command.
because we're jamming it out.
Course laid in. We hear you, Commander.
Its main cannon is also like smoking.
All right, so we're doing something against it. I'm gonna try hitting with AP rounds and see if they pan or not. Uh-oh.
If nothing else, we'll do armor strips, so.
We'll be
Yeah,
there
if
before
nothing
you
else,
know it.
firing for effect.
Look at the amount of AMM slots it has on the nose.
Yeah, it's all ablative though. Got a bean sun Tanta, yeah. We're trying to kill this thing off
Well, I
slowly.
have a bad headache, so I'm gonna go lay down.
Commands on the
See
line.
what we get.
Thank you all for showing up. Hopefully you had fun.
Yeah, it was great of you to host
Take care
this.
of yourself,
Very much
Tuna.
appreciate the unconventional fight nights.
And yeah, take care.
Bye.
I'm so glad that those plasma hits do nothing because I have no DC out of a single rapid.
Awaiting orders,
Ah.
Commander. What are our orders, Commander? We're underway.
Yeah, the
Alright,
plasma
we're
is just
under
overpowered.
a lot
Waiting
more
orders,
DC
Commander.
than I'm comfortable
Yes,
with.
Commander.
I haven't got to fire
Course
one
laid in.
singular fracture block. I'm so sad.
Let's see if you can get an angle on it, right? Where's your mass driver?
Very close.
Oh, I see it.
We hear you, Command. Quiet.
You know, actually, in hindsight, a mass driver liner might have been something to bring because they've got good armor pen, right?
It's amazing armor pen in an X like
yeah.
HEKP.
Yes,
Allegedly.
Magazine shows low ammunition. Before you know it.
I don't trust
All
it
right,
at
I'm
all.
running low on 100 mil AP because I expected most things not to have this much armor. I have no idea if I'm having any effect on it either. Just going for the strip where I can.
I mean, I think everyone's just throwing AP at it and hoping it gets in.
Yeah, see if it does.
Well, with our game, it was the same, and it appeared to do nothing, and then suddenly the gear gun mesh exploded.
You know what? We'll take that.
Awaiting your orders.
I guess the rails will help them out at least.
We'll be there before you know it. Ready.
Yeah, I kind of wish Nico was.
Full plasma
Like,
liners?
with-
Yeah, I wish to.
Wish the suspicious minds hadn't died an inglorious death. 'Cause then I could
Well, you were a
have
scout.
Yeah, you scouted. You did your job. You were the A-capper.
Yeah, it's just I would have preferred my main combat as to not violently die.
Well,
Understandable.
you should have brought more of them then.
I'm playing a little risky here, trying to poke out a bit more. As soon as I feel like this thing's armor stripped enough to get HEHC in, I'm firing it.
Are you firing AP?
I'm using all the AP rounds I got, yeah.
Ready.
We're fracking you for ore. Get in here.
Ammunition
I think I'm a bit
slow.
too close.
Switching to high explosive. We'll see if that's enough or not.
Orders, Commander.
I don't want Turn to Sender to run away.
We hear you, Command.
Are you gonna have enough plasma for this?
I don't
It'd
know.
be funny if we just ran it out of ammo.
Orders, Commander.
Mutual ammo exhaustion.
I have no idea if these rounds
You
are penning
lose
or not.
because they're no longer you no longer count as offensive because you ran out of ammo.
Would it even be possible if it says
Oh
energy
my
weapons?
gosh! I don't know what just happened to one of my destroyers.
XP gun, if I had to guess.
Everything is on fire,
Yes,
but it's
Commander.
fine. Like nothing died.
Turning
It's just
up
all
Do you
red.
Do you guys have any beams left?
Did we bring any beams? I don't think we did.
There used to be one, though.
I had
that's
the
Yeah, I think that was our
only beam
first
was on
casualty.
my destroyer. The destroyer died in glorious death.
So that means you have limited ammo.
This thing's gotta be armor stripped, right? Like, somehow.
Yeah.
They put
Partially.
almost every plasma round I have into it.
Awaiting your
Desperation LPF, go!
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's plasma stripped. Engage with HE.
I've already swapped over to HE rounds. We'll see if HEHC is enough in a bit.
Don't
It's
charge
got
me.
120 centimeters, but like that's a lot of plasma decals.
I have a feeling we would have done a lot better if we just all brought plasma liners.
Maybe.
Or beamstones. Beamstones would.
I mean, normally you see a ship looking this cooked, right? And you'd be like, it's got no armor plating, but
But you have no idea.
Yes, Commander.
yeah. Up until it explodes.
Okay, some
What are
weird
our
stuff
orders,
is happening
Commander?
with the 500mm fracking block. It appears to just clip through.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's doing that. It's just clipping. This is
I'm
weird.
gonna attempt to pause fire with plasma and see how well that works.
Probably drive stack.
Might be able to hit the drives. Oop. Nah, never mind. I'm just gonna blanket this thing. Hope for the
That
best.
hurts overpenning,
Awaiting
which
your
is a
orders,
good sign.
Commander. We'll be
Yeah, that
here
means we're
before
wearing it
you
down.
know
It's rolling though, so yeah.
We hear you, Command. We are
Okay, I gotta
en
reposition.
It
route.
really
if it's gonna
wants
roll.
that. Oh, why is that Axford so toasty?
We're getting low on ammunition.
It hurts. Hurts my feelings.
On roll.
Yep,
We hear
still
you,
has
Command.
A-Wings.
I think that is mostly AAMs.
Send your traffic. What are
Good
our
grief,
orders,
does that thing
Commander?
have a lot of AAMs?
It also has like every jammer there is in the game.
It is
Target
just...
confirmed.
It's using 100 mil fire because I don't think I'm getting through with the current
Yeah, it has
facing.
an E-War suit of yes. We're
Yeah.
looking at it,
It
we're like,
has
Jesus Christ.
an armament of yes.
Yeah.
Low ammunition.
The answer
warning.
has been shoot it
Yes, Commander.
until it dies. The question is, will it actually die before we run out of
Yeah.
bullet?
It probably will.
Firing solution
Hold
locked in.
on.
Don't have a
Wait
lot
a
of
minute.
firing
All right, it's
solution
presented
locked
broadside.
in.
Let it up.
I'm counting, how many jammies is that? 4?
Yeah, it's got a
4 of the
lot.
bellbirds?
Yes, Commander.
It's
Why
just
do they
been
put live birds on
continuously
it?
jamming.
It has...
Okay, I'm gonna try
LR
pause firing this thing to see if that works.
That's...
See if maybe just drilling through like 100 mil in one area.
Firing solution locked in.
You gotta kill its drives for that to work, I think.
No, you don't. It's moving slow enough.
Does anyone know how much structural integrity it has?
Hey,
Yes.
the mass driver's fusing on it now. It's
Excellent.
no long. You're missing by a mile.
No, I'm hitting.
You were hitting and then it moved out the way.
Tracking target.
Yeah, I don't think this thing really has any more armor.
Tracking target.
Hope not.
Okay, fracking block is finally doing something. Yeah, clipping through now.
I'm just throwing 250 HE into it and hoping it does something.
almost
Yeah, fingers crossed, right? Ah, stop moving,
Yeah,
damn it.
I don't know, man. On my screen, it's not hidden.
What are our
Yeah,
orders,
I got
Commander?
most of the salvo, but then it rotated.
We're underway.
I'm fully dry on plasma,
Rail
so
is rail's overpenning. I can see
We hear
that.
you, Command.
That's good, I think. Or it means strip, at least,
Someone's
somehow.
rail. I don't know which ones.
We hear you, Command.
Wonder if I should position fire its engines.
It could be worth a shot.
Probably
See
the
if
best idea.
maybe we can crit out the engines and blow it up that way.
Rails can't cause
Wait, its drives
like
are out.
that.
Its drives are out.
Oh,
okay,
shoot! Yeah.
Immobilized.
Awaiting your orders, Commander.
Okay,
Burn it,
everyone,
intensify
position fire.
firepower.
Target the
Intensify-
engines. Fire for
Fire the
effects.
engines. It can't, whatever you call it, when you stop it from going critical.
Oh my
Yeah, it
God,
can't
it
prevent
has
blooming.
enormous-
Fire grape shot. Light it up.
It can't scram its
What
reactor.
are our orders, Commander? Hold
It has EO missiles. I'm screwed.
Bloom it.
Awaiting your orders, Commander.
And remember, enough rails means that it will not be able to repair out the crit
All right.
either.
Going for it.
Get it
Fracking
down.
blocks out.
I'm guessing where the drive is on this thing and seeing if I'm right.
Soon the drive just went out again. I have a feeling that you are right.
Yeah. Fingers crossed all this grape shot's killing crew.
It's all of a sudden it explodes and just takes out air and out.
Yeah.
Quiet. Command's on the line. We're getting low
It's
on
still under
ammunition.
command, so... Ooh, that's a good strike through. Nice.
Oh, I'm hearing things break on it. I'm hearing things break on it.
Nice hits.
Yep, good stuff. Switching to General Fire HEHC and crossing my fingers.
Ready. Engaging.
This thing has been more of a punching bag than a threat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we handled it right, so bring it down.
It's just, it shouldn't utilize really any of its weapons.
Yeah, I think it tried to go for a bow shot with like the small guns. Just never got the broadsides to engage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just could not
The
effectively
bow guns
use
can
it.
hurt somewhat, but yeah,
Needs to be in range.
it has too much shit in it.
Firing solution locked.
Targeting
in.
rear aspect
and no
firing.
clue how to use it.
Ooh, player controlled dreadnaught would have been interesting, yeah. Yeah, fingers crossed whatever I'm hitting there gets structure broken.
I'm hitting it with a fracking block, so.
I can hear the fires,
Sorry,
so
maybe.
yeah.
We hear you, Command.
Yeah, you can see the fires and breaches and everything. So it's like
And
it's
it's really-
taking a lot
go.
of damage. It's just it's not dead.
Engaging.
Unfortunately. Repositioning fire onto it. Light it up again.
I think it's low on electricity. It's not out
It's
of it.
gotta be
just
low on everything, right? I hope.
Nah, it's blocking me, so I guess it has some electricity.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
not
it's
enough.
but it's not firing any lasers. At least I'm not seeing any.
Target confirmed.
Maybe does laser need
Heard
some
another thing break on it.
ammo?
That'll do it!
Jesus!
When
Woohoo! We got it! Well done, team! Excellent work!
GG.
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 Damn, let's see how much damage it took.
died.
Yes.
68k.
68,000, almost 60.
And I see it went out for you exactly as it went out for us. Fuck, we're doing nothing. It explodes.
You don't see drive crits until they go off.
We just kept shooting and shooting and shooting, and sooner or later it was going to die.
Okay, so high
Yep.
explosive and grape actually did do some damage to it. AP as well. Yeah. Cool.
I
It just has a lot of armor.
600 rail rounds into it.
Oh goddard, it has all the jammers.
No.
Yep.
Gosh.
Hey, my 120mm RPF did something.
Even
nice.
though it has a lot of jammers, its sensor warfare was only fair.
Damage control
I
teams,
got to-
38. Component restores, 13.
Only 13.
And all of them were destroyed.
It restored 17,000 hit points. 25% of the total taken.
Okay, do we still want to do biomass?
I I think that was the one that was kind of laggy, right? I think that was a carrier spam one.
Yeah.
The biomass was the one that lagged. Or
Okay, maybe
that
we just
caused
don't do that one
TDs, but
then,
yeah.
because that would be awful to just sit through, right?
It's like the one ship that died just immediately died and did nothing else.
Wait, hang on. Has anyone seen that one video? It's like the Japanese bees, like a hornet bites one of them and just gets swarmed by a million.
Oh yeah.
That's just this battleship. It's like, oh, free real estate, chomp. Why do I hear rails? All right.
Yeah, it just.
I think that's where I'm gonna wrap up my stream for this. It was a good little fight night. We got to see some cool events, just like fighting your future past selves, and then we got to do a giant killer. That was good fun. Yeah. Anyways, thank you, Evignon, for participating in all that. It was fun to do this little stream. I appreciate all you being cool and civil about that. I'll get this video posted as soon as I can. For now, though, meow meow. All right, chat. Like I mentioned, a shorter fight night today. Just a couple of fun little custom fleet things there. We got to do the giant killing. I would really like to see that fleet in the control of like a player, just like seeing what monstrosity they can do. Because I think giant kill mode is like really fun in games. Like you get somebody who's like ranked up to like 600% strength in like a hero shooter like Overwatch or something, and then you just let them loose. And it's like, all right, yeah, bring them down. Or Team Fortress has the Saxon Hail mode. That's really fun. Anyways, I have been NekoboyBlue. Thank you, Evignon, for coming out for this one. I could raid into someone, but honestly, I think for today, we're just going to call it and close it up with the Nebulous Fleet Command Fight Night. This has been the Temporal Troubles 2025, organized by our good friend Tuna, who I may or may not stuff into a can on regular occasions. Anyways, like I said, I've been NekoboyBlue. You can check out my YouTube channel here, which is where this will be uploaded as soon as I can get to it. And yeah, good night, goodbye, and good afternoon, good morning for all those who tuned in and just wanted to watch. I will see you in the next one. Meow meow.